Welcome back to Tellus Creche. We are entering our second session, and as a recap, the last time we played, you aligned yourself with the god of, I was about to say deception, but that's not really his central tenet, with the god of concealment and intrigue, Mask, who set you on a mission to investigate some of the rising tension in the north. Bandit attacks that seem oddly well equipped. You were directed to the barony of Chalceny, which is on the northern border of Fenth, and he recommended that you connect with a contact there, one Roland Stain, who's essentially like a middleman who connects caravanners wishing to move goods. Your goal, broadly, is to figure out how and why these bandits seem to be so well equipped. You don't have a lot of leads beyond Roland. You decided to journey alongside an interesting merchant, a purveyor of adult novelty items, who went by the name of Angus Martell. Angus left you about an hour's walk outside of the town of Chalceny, the capital of the barony, as he was turning off to head off and finish his route. So at this point, you are able to take a rest. If everyone would like to engage a long rest for your characters, we'll just assume that you had that good rest the evening before, which should reset all your spell slots, get you back to full HP. And we'll pick up this session as you enter Chalceny proper. So the town of Chalceny is a bit of a backwater. For the barony itself, which is a bit of a frontier barony, it's on the northern border, as I said, of Fenth. But the border of Fenth is not definitive because it doesn't butt up against any other nation, the northern border of Fenth. It butts up against wilderness. Deep forest that then progresses into some of the tallest and most craggy mountain ranges on the continent. So it truly is a frontier town in a lot of ways. Now, the barony itself is known for lumber trade. It is known for being kind of a place for explorers. It's got big Alaska vibes, I would say. The town of Chalceny is of moderate size. There are not a lot of towns in the barony. And so a lot of people have gathered around the singular stronghold. It's not a walled town, but in the center of town, there is a large walled structure, the Baron's stronghold. It doesn't have, it's not substantial enough to qualify as a castle, but certainly a keep. A 15-foot high stone wall surrounds the stronghold. There are several wooden buildings inside the wall, along with a central stone building that is the Baron's manor. Some guard towers at the corners, and a portcullis gate. But spanning probably a mile in every direction outside of that central stronghold is a small frontier town. Primarily hand-built wooden buildings, very few even second story, but a couple, including an inn, a mercantile, and more bars than you might expect for a town of its size. Lots of bars per capita in this area. So as you come riding in, I would say those of you who have a slightly higher insight skill would probably notice just a general tension as you ride past, or I should say walk past, you don't have mounts, as you walk past citizens. They don't seem wary of you necessarily, although some citizens are kind of giving you the side eye. But they seem generally wary. It gives the energy of a village or of a town that might have seen attacks in recent days. Guards are patrolling in groups larger than you might typically expect for just simple policing work. And citizens move quickly from place to place, getting their business done. As you enter the town of Chelsea, where do you want to begin? What do you want to do?
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Did anything come of saving the elf girl last session?
Yes, thank you for asking that. So, the elf girl that you recovered, she took a while to come to. When she did, she told you that her parents are from Chelsea, that she lives in the town, and that she often came out in the general area out here to gather herbs or other things in the hopes of being able to sell them at the marketplace. Her parents are herbalists. They have a small stall in the mercantile. They're not, well, you may meet them, so we won't get deep into who they are yet. But all she was primarily able to tell you in her weakened state was that her folks were back there, they have a stall in the market, and she wanted to get home. She had wandered farther than she typically does in her gathering and deeply regrets that at this point, and she was very grateful for your rescue. She is going to need additional medical care, so my assumption is that one of you would probably be carrying her as you come into town. Who would be the most likely to strap on the baby Bjorn for this young woman?
I'll do it. Sorry.
All right.
As we all need.
So, I would say as you march into town, this elf girl whose clothes are bloodied and who is still looking a little ragged is like piggyback on Judd's back as you march into town, and she's kind of her head's kind of leaning against your back, and as you get into town and the noises of the populace pick up a little bit, she stirs to life enough to kind of tap you and point and say, "My parents' stall is down that way." She can guide you there if you're ready to go there first.
Sure. Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's drop her off.
So the mercantile is a 2-level building, fairly large, one of the largest buildings in the town. The lower floor is primarily open to the air, so it's more like a building on large stilts, right? Big wooden pillars support this second story, but the entire lower level is very farmer's market feel. Open air but covered, tables and stalls running in rows up and down, and a set of stairs on either end of the building, large stairs, like you wouldn't drive a wagon up a set of stairs obviously, but wide enough to drive a wagon up on either end of the building that lead up into another large area above. The girl who I haven't given a name yet, and so she's going to be named Triss. Hang on, just add this to the wiki. Triss guides you fairly rapidly through the winding pathways here in this market until you come to a stall that is being manned by an elvish couple that look to be in their middle years. It's kind of hard to tell with elves because they age gracefully. But this particular stall has no table. Rather, a wide rug is laid out on the ground in the area that they occupy. The rug is old, but looks like it once was very expensive. And laid out across the rug in various wooden platters and bowls are a wide array of herbs. Some fresh, some dried in bundles, some reduced to powders and stacked up. You ever seen like the Marrakesh markets where they stack the spices up into big cones? So there's a table that has some of that sort of vibe to it. And as you come around the corner, Triss, though still weak, exclaims loudly, "Mama!" And the woman, who is sort of sitting cross-legged on the rug, leaps up and races over, her eyes starting to well with tears as she hears her daughter's voice. And she runs straight to you, Judd. And she looks at Triss on your shoulders and says, "Oh, my sweet little one, where have you been? What happened?" And then she sees the blood on Triss's clothes, and she breaks down and starts crying and gathers the girl into her arms. As she's weeping, her husband comes alongside. He's a short king. He's probably 5 feet even, which for an elf of his background is unusually short. He's very slim. He almost, if you were to see him at a glance, you might guess he was a halfling. But he's not. He's definitely a high elf, one of the race of more noble elves who tend to live a very long time. And this would be definitively different than the wood elves. So the high elves build huge, lavish cities. They're the high society version of elves, not the we love the forest version of elves. All elves love the forest, but it's a different vibe. Anyway, this guy is from that background, but nothing about his clothing or his posture or his attitude strikes you as the stereotypical high elf. He's not haughty. Anyway, he does have the long Legolas ponytail going though. Blonde, strikingly blonde, but a little bit of gray, just a line or two of gray in that. He approaches all of you, and with serious eyes he says, "Please, you must tell me, where did you find her? She has been missing for nearly half a day. We had her brother out searching for her and others scouring the countryside. Is she okay?"
She's okay for now. She's needs to recover, but we found her about an hour from town in a spider's lair.
Oh dear. He shakes his head. I've warned that girl so many times not to go beyond the boundaries that we agreed upon. She always tries to exceed her quota. And he turns a stern look at her, and as soon as he turns and looks at his daughter, you can see his kind of stern features just melt, like you see his lip quiver just a little bit, and then he kind of toughens himself back up, and he goes over and just puts his hand on her back while she's crying in her mom's arms, and he turns back to you and says, "I can't even begin to express my gratitude. You undoubtedly saved my daughter's life. Is there anything that I can offer you? Please, we don't have much, but I have herbs and some limited contacts here. A favor, perhaps? Is there anything I can do to help?"
Should we get some of those?
Some info.
Yeah, roll and stand.
Information.
Knowledge is power.
That's what they say.
And knowing's half the battle.
They say that too.
Yeah, what can you tell
Sure.
us about?
Yeah, I guess, do you have any, perhaps any sort of gift of the physical is not what we're looking for, but perhaps some information? Do you know anyone by the name of Roland Stain, or anyone who might know him, and where we can perhaps find him?
Mm-hmm. So I think definitely he does. First, he waves you in to the stall a little more deeply, to the back side of the stall. There's not a big area, right? The stall is the size of this side of the office, right? This room we're sitting in. But near the back, there are some simple cushions, maybe some double-rolled blankets, and he invites you to come kind of sit and make yourselves comfortable. They have some tea that they begin pouring. Triss is taken away by her mother. They leave, I'm sure, headed to her home to take care of her wounds and bandage her up a little bit, get her to bed. But he sits and he says, of course, first, let me introduce myself. My name is Mikhail Starfeather. I have lived here with my wife and children in the barony now for 40 odd years. It's a simple life, but one that we treasure, and you have saved one of my treasures. I will do anything I can to assist you. I do indeed know Roland. He's a presence here in the town, not a man of any particular influence, but because of his responsibilities with the one guild, he is involved in many transactions. So when we sell bundles and packages of herbs to a wagon train or to a traveling merchant, Roland is the one who stamps the paperwork. He is the one who we go to determine which wagon our goods will roll out on, and when we can expect payment to come back. He's a functionary. If I'm honest, and apologies, I don't know your relationship to the man, but he's not the most pleasant human. Nothing against humans. Many of my best friends are humans, but he's a bit weaselly. I would say a bit greedy, but also a coward. He doesn't do much for me, I'll say. I wouldn't have a drink with the man, but he is a necessary. He serves a necessary function here in the city. If you're looking to engage with him, he operates out of a small office upstairs in the Mercantile. He's usually there from late afternoon till past sundown. He's not much of a morning person. You're likely to find him sleeping off whatever he got up to the night before. If you try to visit his office before the crack of noon, you'll rarely find him there.
Good to know. I'm still a little sore from the fight yesterday. You have any healing materials that I could maybe look into?
He perks up at this. He says, "What are we dealing with? Just general muscle soreness, bruising? Would you say you chipped something in your ankle, or is there something torn in there? What?"
I think I got bit by a spider yesterday.
After effects of poison, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yes. It can be hard to shake off.
Everybody else got through unscathed.
He will dig around a bit, and he's going to offer you. He's going to offer you a couple things. So this would be for the party in general, but you all can decide who's going to hold what. So one of the things he will gift you is. I think I can just add it directly to your D&D Beyond character here too. He'll give you a standard potion of healing.
Yes. We need those. Really bad.
Do always need a potion of healing. Just one for the party. And he is also going to give you a simple antidote. Let's see. I'm going to just put these in Duke's inventory, and then you all can decide what to do with them.
You want to hold those?
Yeah, I got it. Thanks, Alan.
So
He's like, oh shoot, I lost them all.
Straight to the pawn shop.
They don't call me Stick Fingers for nothing.
I guess we're calling this antitoxin right now, so that's new. But that is now in your backpack, and a potion of healing also added to your backpack. Yes, this doesn't even come close to making a square, but I hope it's helpful to you.
Thank you very much.
Is there anything else you need? Anything else I can help you with?
The town looks like everybody's kind of on edge right now. Was there anything that happened recently that put the town that way?
Good question.
Yes. Many people are unsettled. I don't know if you've heard the news, but over the last months, we've seen a rise in bandit attacks against merchant caravans and outlying farms. It's really scary times, but what really has the village shaken up is just a couple days ago, we heard news of a large group of bandits attacking an outlying group of farms not more than just a few miles from here. It's the closest attack to the village, the furthest into the barony that we have yet to experience. Up to this point, it's all seemed, this is insensitive, but a little far away and not really our problem, even though the farms that were being raided were part of the barony, areas right on the border that most of us have never been to, never seen, people we don't know. But this time, nearly everyone in town knows a victim. There was a collective out there, a group of farms with families, children, no survivors were left, estimated dead in the dozens. So, yeah, everyone is pretty shaken up.
And do you have any suspicions of who's doing this? What do you think the cause is?
Oh gosh, I try not to get swept up in politics, but it does seem strange that the bandits are so bold. The barony of Chelsea is a frontier barony. We're used to a little roughness. I've been here for, as I said, 40 years. There have been bandit groups that have risen and been stomped down. Usually the Baron's men maybe take a little longer than they should to do something about it, but when they truly become a threat, they are quickly stomped out. And then we don't have any problems again for years, typically, other than occasional theft. This group feels different. They're well organized. They seem to know where and when to strike when the Baron's men will be too far away to help. And everything that I've heard from my friends in the Guard are that they are in many cases better armed than the Guard themselves. That's shocking. The idea that the Baron's men are going up against bandits who have better equipment, better armor, in some cases are supported by magic. Something else is going on. It almost feels as if we're being attacked by another nation. Maybe it's a shadow operation. Maybe there's some other power rising in the north. I couldn't say, but it is a problem when the bandits get organized and get well equipped. These are not random.
Scary.
It is.
Scary.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Outside of when Mask was telling us about Roland Stain, like as the contact, was he saying it more as like this guy is connected to the bandits, or was it like he knows what's going on, or?
Yeah, so Mask suggested that Roland probably knows things that would be helpful as you investigate.
Okay.
He didn't implicate Roland as like part of some conspiracy, but he basically told you that's where he would start because Roland is kind of in the middle of a whole lot of stuff and might have information. I will also clarify that Mask in no way suggested that Roland knows you're coming.
Right.
Right. So it's not like I've got a guy up there. He's expecting you. Go check in. Go check in with my dude Roland. It was more like
This
there
is
is a
the guy.
man named Roland, and that's where I would start if I were you.
Okay.
Well, it sounds like you've been through a lot recently. Can I give you a hug?
Yes. Well, how about this? Why don't you make a persuasion check,
Okay.
or just a general charisma check? Let's see
Sure,
what.
I'm +4.
Let's
You got
find
the
out
raise
what-
for a hug?
What's the vibe?
Okay, what's the vibe?
Vibe check.
13 + 4.
Ooh.
That's pretty good. Yeah,
Big
the
hug,
vibe. The
big
vibe
hug.
is good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I have to say, I needed this. Bring it in. Pull it right into Hug Harbor. Yeah.
They're there.
All right.
They're there.
Yeah, and he's a good hugger.
Listen, I hope our
Classic
paths
high
cross
elf.
again.
Yeah.
If we stay around town, where's your favorite place to get a drink? Maybe we'll run into you again soon.
Oh yes. Well, Marley and I don't frequent the taverns as much as we used to since the children, but we do enjoy a glass of wine from time to time at the Sliff. Yes, it's nearer to the Baron's stronghold on the north end of the Mercantile District. It's small but classy, more of a wine bar aesthetic than a tavern. You don't get a lot of the local toughs in there. They're very comfortable chairs.
Yeah. Well, we hope to see you soon.
Thank you again so much. We will always be at your disposal.
May I request, before you've already given us so much and I appreciate it, because we might be partaking in this plethora of taverns around here, is there anything that you have that might soften the impact of a long night out?
Your hangover cure. Well, yes. You're going to want to take this with a very significant amount of water. As a human, yes. As a human, you don't process the toxins of alcohol as gracefully as other races do. And hydration is key. So drink a lot of water, of course, but also if you sprinkle some of this powder in the water, not too much, mind you, a liberal pinch, it will take the edge off. And he hands you a little bundle. It's like a leather wrapped bundle with a white powdery substance. Probably.
He said put it in the water.
I'm gonna say there's like 10 doses in here, and he says it's nothing significant, just a mild painkiller with a simple stimulant to help activate it. Truly though, just a pinch. Any more and it could put your heart at risk.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Sayonara.
All right.
Yeah, if you want to add it to your inventory,
Are we done with-
It's in there.
Are
aspirin.
we done with
Yeah.
Just
This is like crushed
Round
up
up.
bear. Yeah.
Are we done with the Mako then? Are we off somewhere else?
Let's stroll. Let's bop.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
What time is it? It's early. We strolled in kind of early, so we know that the
It's 12 o'clock somewhere.
Roland
babe.
Roland likes to sleep in. We don't want
Right.
to barge
Yeah,
in
it
on
is.
that.
there yet.
It is. I would say like mid-morning at this point. Like it's
So
like
you wanna,
9 a.m.
Bop around, explore a little bit, check out the
Mhm.
hotel.
Yeah, you can get the lay of the land.
Be nice to walk around, ask a few questions, not be too conspicuous, but
Is there anything that, like I feel like when we talk to Roland that we might have to like barter with him to get information. Is there anything that, you know, we might have that he would want or like?
I got a health potion.
Considering, like, you know, it'd be kind of like taken aback 6 random people just like kind of show up and like, hey, we've been looking for you, and all of a sudden,
how
Yeah.
far are
he's
we
probably
from
Tell us
not gonna be,
everything you
he's
know.
probably gonna be pretty defensive.
Yeah.
Stronghold.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing is that far away in Chelsea. The Mercantile is probably like a 10-minute stroll
That'd be good.
from the wall of the stronghold, and probably
I
more
can
like
just do it.
15
You
minutes
guys
from
don't have to
the
be
gate.
associated with me.
Would you guys be interested in, while we're here early, checking out the Baron's stronghold, seeing if there's anything going on around the main hub?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Follow me.
All right. So you begin. That's it. Now everyone act it out. Role play. You're walking. As you stroll through town, it's a fairly pleasant day in town. Again, people seem on edge, but not everyone is like racing skittish from doorway to doorway. You know, this is a town where a lot of people have a lot of work to do, and you pass, especially as you're leaving the mercantile area, people pushing hand carts loaded down with goods, young boys running messages from place to place, folks strolling through and doing a little bit of light shopping, maybe gathering some food for dinner later. You also, again, see a fairly heavy guard presence. The guards here in Chalcedony are, I would say, modestly equipped. Most of them are wearing either leather armor and carrying simple short bows and short swords, or they're wearing more of banded armor, so leather with like strips of metal attached to it, and iron caps, and those soldiers tend to be carrying a shield and a heavy mace or something like that. So there's sort of 2 classes of guard walking around, and usually in a squad you're seeing 3 of those sort of infantrymen and paired with a bowman. They all appear to be on patrol. So when you see those guards, they're rarely standing in one place, except one group who appears to be positioned in the middle of the mercantile as sort of security for this area. As you get closer and closer to the Baron's stronghold, the roving guard presence diminishes. There's a bit of a projection of force, perhaps, just being close to the stronghold. And as you look up to the walls, again, probably 15-foot high stone walls with crenellations along them, you can see that there are the same bowmen, the guards, patrolling along the interior of the wall up there, kind of looking down. And they, it's hard to get a read on their attitude up there, but they appear pretty serious and attentive. These are not worthless, lazy guards at a glance. Some of you have seen that before, and this is not that. It's the middle of the morning, but they're paying attention like things are serious. The stronghold itself is, again, not the most impressive structure you've ever seen. It's not gaudily decorated. There's not a lot of bas relief carvings or gargoyles or whatever. It is simple and functional. But at a glance, those of you with some martial background would say defensible. This is a purpose-built structure that probably does its job pretty well. It is as defensible as it could afford to be in a backwater like this. There's no moat or anything like that, but the front gate, or the only gate that you can see at least as you make your way around, is large, probably 10 or 12 feet wide, large enough for a heavy wagon to roll through with ease. And it has, you can see up above you, a heavy iron portcullis that can be dropped to defend the gate. And on either side of the gate, there are elevated watchtowers with bowmen up above. And there are a couple of those infantry guards posted down below at the entrance to the gate, just kind of eyeballing folks as they walk by. You don't see a lot of foot traffic in and out of the gate, so it seems clear to you as you approach that it's not really a public space inside the stronghold, probably more of an invite-only situation. But there is a courtyard that you can see through the gate. Nobody's blocking your view or anything like that. And as you look inside, you can see, as I said before, multiple well-constructed wooden buildings. They're larger than some of the buildings you see out here, and one very large, comparably very large stone building that looks to be a manor house.
So is our intention to like seek out the Baron, seek an audience with him to understand his
What were you thinking, Terry?
thoughts on everything?
I was initially just thinking of checking out
Sightseeing.
getting a lay of the land. Yeah, seeing what the town's all about. This is the head honcho, so it's nice to know what his area is like. Can you remind me what they said about his guards when it came to the attacks? They were like they would
moved
attack when
around.
they weren't there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
That
think
just sparks
think
my
he's in
interest.
on it?
It sparks my interest. If they're
The Baron?
Are these the guards that we're seeing? Like he's here because his guards are like patrolling?
So your best guess is that most of the guards you see patrolling the town are more like a police force, like keeping the village safe or keeping the town safe. The guards that are posted on the wall are clearly defending the stronghold itself. That doesn't necessarily mean that the Baron is at home, but that you would guess that there's always guards posted
Sure.
at a stronghold like this. But with the gate wide open, clearly they're not presently anticipating an attack.
Okay.
Should we get some intel on our friend and observe him from afar, maybe?
Sure.
the Baron.
No, the
Roland.
Roland.
See if we can find anything else about.
Something, maybe some info that we could get that then we could approach him with, so we're not just coming out of the blue.
So like we should go talk to the Baron. You mean?
No,
Just
no,
in
I'd
general.
say we should just go spy on Roland and see what he's.
Do we know
what
where he
he's up
is?
to.
Well, he's sleeping right now, isn't he? It's like
He's
before.
hungover.
If he's in the middle of everything, I would expect him to be up and working.
No, he told us that he doesn't do that. He sleeps in late.
Oh,
Yeah.
missed that part.
McHale said that.
He's a weasel.
Never mind.
He's up late.
Would it be worth trying to talk to the
Do we
Baron?
go wake him up and we say, I have a white powder
Or
for
just
you
to
to
see
put
if
in your
he's-
beverage?
Try
and
this
it'll make
on.
you feel better. Get up, get up.
This will
Quest
wake you up.
item. Quest item unlocked.
Pretend like we have a meeting with the Baron.
Say that we seek audience.
Oh, we seek audience with the Baron, and we're.
But like
we gotta come up with a good,
yeah, it was like
good
a
reason.
What are we offering?
Because
to
we're
Roland?
not gonna like be forthcoming and be like, oh, Bask sent us up here to, because like we don't know what the
Yeah.
business is
Because
like.
the Baron could be in on it, or
Right.
he
We don't know
could
his
want our help
intentions.
dealing with it. And the same thing with Roland. It's
We
like
could offer our services.
see if there's anything.
Can we
while we're in
pretend
town.
we're
We wanna be
a traveling
guards.
band?
Yeah, where's the
Put the
application?
stormtrooper here on.
You're a little small for a stormtrooper.
So we're on the ground, right? And there's like guards up top.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna look around at everybody, kind of like deciding what we should do. And I'm gonna look at just the nearest guard that's up there.
Yeah.
Hey, is the Baron home?
Excellent. He peers over the side, and as he peers down, you notice right away that this guard is surprisingly young. Like he's maybe 18, maybe, and he's trying really hard to grow a beard, and it is not succeeding at it. It is patchy and not well groomed, and he has that sort of half stash going on, like he's really trying. And he leans over and he says, I don't think I'm meant to say.
Well, I'm a singer. This is my band. We were here for his performance.
You're you're performing for the Baron?
Mm-hmm. Do you like music?
And you see a blush come over his cheeks, and he goes, I feel as if I might like yours.
Yeah, come. You should come check us out. But we just have to get in, though.
Hang on.
Because
And he,
we have to go over like the performance.
and he disappears, and there's a delay. a significant, an awkward delay, the kind of delay you would cut away from in a TV show. And then finally, you hear some commotion over at the gate, and the boy doesn't come out, but one of the more heavily armored guards steps around the corner and looks over and he goes, "Oi! What's this about a performance then?"
I pull out my instrument, and I'm like, "Yeah, we're here for the performance. The Baron requested us to come perform for him. We're well known, and this is our first time in the area, so we're honored to be playing here today."
Okay. Make a deception check. You
Oh.
are lying to this guard.
For your freaking teeth.
Now wait. I will not remind you all of this all the time, but especially as we get used to playing. In moments like this, your comrades have an opportunity, based on the rules of 5e of Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, to take what's called the help action. So if you can think of a way that you could be helpful to your friend in this moment as she's trying to lie through her teeth to a guard, I'd be open to hearing what that is and what you would do. And if I'm convinced that would be helpful, then you can roll at advantage.
Does anyone have good performance?
Yeah, Jen can play slap his knees roll.
Yeah. No, I pull out a jug and I start pooping on it.
What's your character's name?
Just
Lysandra.
to demonstrate my
Lysandra.
skills.
Can I run up to Lysandra and immediately just be awestruck and be like, "You're Lysandra," whatever your last name is.
Mystery.
Oh my gosh, Lysandra, what is it?
Heartfire.
Heartfire. Oh my gosh, my daughter loves you. She's obsessed.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I'm sure you get pestered all the time, but I would love it if you could just sign this
My chest.
my chest for my son, for my daughter.
For my daughter. Just sign my chest, please.
Oh my gosh, she'll be so thrilled.
There you go, you're welcome.
Oh,
right,
thank
I
you
think-
so much.
I think between the impromptu jug slap band and the fanboy performance, roll at advantage your deception check as you
So advantage is
roll
You
twice and take the highest
higher.
number.
Okay.
What's your deception?
+2. Okay, so that's a 7 + 2, so 9. Or 14, 15, 16.
Okay, so the help helped. That was
Great.
good
Way to go,
because the
help.
7 would have been problematic.
Way to go,
All right, so with a 16, I think the guard looks first deeply confused, and then a little curious, and then he says, "Huh. I ain't heard nothing about it, but I guess I better go ask. You wait here. Don't touch nothing." There's nothing to touch. But he walks away, leaving just one guard on the front, and he disappears into the courtyard, headed towards the manor house. Anything you want to do while you await the result of your lie?
What's the other guard?
touching
What's the
stuff.
other guard doing right now?
He's literally just standing at attention.
Is it
He
still
is
the young
glancing
guy
over
or
it.
no?
No,
Okay.
this is that guy has not come around, come down here where you can see him at least. He clearly came down and like delivered a message and then went back to his post.
Got it.
Should we like discreetly have someone sneak away and like try to enter the castle?
I
with
could
the
do that since I
stronghold?
just blew my cover.
Yeah, why is the
You don't
fanboy
need
still here?
us.
But I could maybe.
He's
Someone should
he's
go-
the groupie. He follows the band everywhere.
You start walking off and then you just sort of duck off.
Yeah, I could do
Oh,
a little
you're not allowed.
reconnaissance.
Sure.
We're pretty sneaky. Do you want to join me on the Side
We
little
might need a
reconnaissance
sneeze
quest.
slapping, though. You never know.
No, Judd's the knee slapper.
Oh,
He actually
I
can
was
do it.
done doing it. That wasn't slapping knees. That was all you.
Maybe we can walk off and
Yeah,
maybe
I got some stuff.
we'll tell everybody, all right, we can reconvene after this, but two thieves are gonna go see what they can get their fingers on.
All right. So the remainder of you await the return of this guard at the front gate, and the two of you bail. Where are you headed? You're like walking the perimeter of the wall, or what's the play here?
Get into that manor.
I think you should get
I
into
got
like
Two
the
dumb ideas.
workers' quarters, like the
I was gonna
clerks.
say if we could find our own guards outfits, because I'm already wearing leather and have a short sword.
Yeah, I like
Basically, what they described the guards wearing.
stormtrooper.
I have that. Yeah.
gear.
Could
Little
we?
switcheroo.
If we could find some gear, maybe we could just stroll right in the back
Yeah, I like this idea.
and meet
I was
them in
thinking
there.
we could go to like the kitchens and talk to the workers and find out like the gossip. You wouldn't be good at
Start talking with all the
That
other
would be your
workers.
forte.
and
Yeah,
get
what I'm trying
dressed.
to do in the
Is it possible?
Can I just ask what our end game is here before?
Smooth talker.
Just get
So
in.
you would
Apparently.
Get in.
All right,
Ask
we're in.
questions
All right,
later.
we're in.
The guy we're looking for is not in
I
there.
don't know.
No, this plan's evolving exactly the way all D&D plans evolve. Step 1, get inside. Step 2,
Why are we here?
Step 3, complete the mission.
Yeah.
Should we look for some?
Remember the
I
underpants
think we,
gnomes?
yeah, we.
What would we need?
Remember the underpants gnomes? Was that a South Park thing?
Yeah.
They're like, we have a 3-phase plan to get rich. Step 1, collect underpants. Step 2, question mark. Step 3, get rich.
Get rich.
That's kind of the plan.
That's essentially what you've worked out here.
Correct.
Let me give you, just remind you of the context, the physical context. So there is a 15-foot high stone wall that runs the perimeter of this entire complex. That's the stronghold. Inside that wall, inside the stronghold, are some various wooden buildings and the manor house. You're currently outside that 15-foot high stone wall with guards patrolling on top, standing out front of the open gate. So it is not as simple as like, let's go try to walk into the manor house. You're not even inside the walls yet.
Is there, because you said there were soldiers kind of walking around policing the area, what would we need in terms of materials to look as if we were guards? Because I just remember you saying they had leather, short swords.
Yeah.
We have that stuff. What would we need to be convincing?
So to accurately match the sort of the guards aren't in uniform, but they're all wearing very, very similar gear, right? Clearly has been given to them by the Baron. The most accurate would be to steal a uniform from the Baron's men who are walking around. So like find a way to get them out of it, put it on, like full on the Stormtrooper Death Star maneuver,
We
right?
might have to do that.
That's
I
the
gotta
most.
get our-
That'd be the most accurate.
I gotta get our
There
fingers
are
dirty.
less accurate and leaning more heavily on your acting and bluffing skills. You could probably go to a local armor or weapons shop and try to buy things that are very similar to what you're seeing these guards walking around in, and just try to change your own appearance to get close to what the guards look like. Buy a leather cap like they wear, buy a short bow like they carry, hide all of your regular gear and replace it with stuff that looks similar. Right? There's an angle there, but that would be probably a lower percentage play when it's time to walk past guards who, in a small town, likely know each other.
What
Seems
if-
risky.
Sounds like a tough proposition.
What if we got one guard's outfit and one of us played the prisoner and one of us played
Where do you want
the
this
guard?
Wookiee? no, it's all coming together. Right?
We could try that.
I was thinking that, and I was like, what if one of us gets stuck in the jail?
We're just
Probably both.
we could try.
But
I mean, I have a
wondering,
good-
like, what's the
Again,
point?
I just circle back to what's the end game?
Yeah,
I
what's
think-
the point of getting disguised as guards though?
Getting into the thing. Well, I blew my cover by trying to help her.
Yeah.
So that guard knows I'm not in the band, so I wouldn't be let in anyway. If Matt said that the wall's secured, I probably couldn't sneak in then, so I was thinking to watch you guys go in.
Sure.
I was thinking of if we could get a guard's outfit, might be beneficial.
So like a Lando at Jabba's palace instead.
Yeah, like a complete. But like we could be ready along the
Wow, Star
outsides
Wars.
then in case something went wrong.
Quick escape.
Yeah, we could be there to
Make or cause a distraction.
cause something.
Yeah.
I like that.
But the question is, how dirty do we want to get our hands? Because if we take a real guard's outfit, we can get in trouble.
Do we think the information that we can gather inside the Barrens, which probably has the highest level of information, so maybe it is worth trying to get a little dirty.
Maybe you can get hired by the guards.
That's a long-term
Or-
ploy, I feel like.
Or like, do we like
Just a
honestly
side
think
job.
that he's in on it, and then all of a sudden like we find ourselves in a
I think the Barrens
inescapable.
I want to look through his file
Infiltration
cabinets.
is the point.
Yeah, I mean, if we could get in there, if you guys could distract him with the band, and Duke and I could get in there.
Like, we want to find out whether or not he's there and like go talk to Roland,
Yeah.
and then we can come back if he's there and take.
I
the
can't decide
information.
if you guys are Luke Skywalker and Han Solo, or if you're the Scooby-Doo gang, like in the mystery
Definitely
machine.
more-
Just
definitely more
accidentally
Scooby-Doo
solving
vibes.
mysteries. Yeah.
Both succeed.
Yeah.
So I think with the Baron's guards not being involved, like there every time these attack happens, there's like a high percentage. There's a high likelihood that he could be involved in some way, and there's some
Yeah.
political corruption of this.
Yeah.
So I think if you guys could get in there with the band and be the distraction, and Duke and I could get in there as guards and could kind of maybe check out.
I'm just saying,
The
I'm not very
terrain.
convincing as a band member, considering my performance is a -1 as a ranger.
You could be our manager. You're
He's
the band
mute.
manager.
You could be the agent. You could be
Alright.
the agent.
You're the
Alright,
band
alright.
manager.
He's mute. He just plays the drums really well.
This is the plan.
He's definitely the drummer.
This was the plan we should have made before we split up, but
We whispered
this
it.
was the plan that we already discussed pre this.
Correct,
happening.
correct.
But I think it would be. I mean,
All right, but so going back, how are you guys getting in?
that's what we have to decide if we're gonna actually take some guards' outfits, or
Yeah, we only need one.
and then somebody is the prisoner.
We just need one person to get in, I think. We don't need both of us to get in. Well, both of us could take one guy out.
I could walk away then, since my cover's blown. It's up to you.
Sure, doesn't matter.
I'll do that then, please.
We're gonna.
Please,
I'll do that, please.
Certainly.
We're
Alright,
gonna
so you're
sneak
walking away.
Yep.
With the
No, sorry, I was thinking we
Oh, go
No,
ahead.
come back. Come,
No,
we double team someone, get their outfit.
Classic.
We only need one outfit,
That's
and
so
then you
Scooby-Doo.
scram.
We're so Scooby-Doo.
One on each.
Oh, yeah,
of
let's
your
do that.
shoulders.
This is why I have to mark our YouTube videos not for kids. You realize?
Yeah.
You're
Get stuck
wait,
on you.
Scooby-Doo does this?
I didn't say DP him, I said double team him.
That's not what I heard. One of us has got to kiss him.
Now, but now I. All right. So
I
the
think that
two of
works.
you are headed off to
Excuse me.
to
Find an isolated guard.
find an isolated guard. The rest of you are waiting for this this previous guard to return. One of you make an investigation check as you kind of walk around the town, and the other one can be providing help, so you can roll it at advantage.
What do you got?
You're gonna walk
Plus
around
4.
and try to find yourself an isolated guard.
Do it.
17.
Hey!
Now
Let's
you're
go.
rolling at advantage, so roll twice and pick the highest number.
Natural 20.
I died.
12.
No.
17 is the best. All right.
That's it.
So I will say it takes a while. Most of the guards here are patrolling in squads of 4. But after kind of roaming up and down the streets for a while, getting a sense of what guard patrols actually are out here, you start to get a mental map in your head of some of the patrols and some of the areas where they're patrolling. While you're doing this, by the way, you identify just a couple other landmarks in town. So in addition to the Mercantile, which you've already seen, the Baron Stronghold, which you've already seen, there are two other places of significance here. One is sort of an area of town, which is the equivalent. It's the Water Street of this town.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what the name is, but it's the place with all the bars. And there are probably a dozen bars in a 3-block range of a certain street. Some of them are inns, some of them are restaurants, some of them are just little tucked away places. But you do also see on that strip, near the end of the strip, is the place that Mikhail mentioned, the Sliff, which is a small sort of wine bar kind of place. It has 2 candle lanterns hanging outside the front door. It is on the quieter end of the area, and then there's sort of a rowdy end of the area that even now at like 10 in the morning you can hear some music and activity coming from that side of the strip. The other sort of landmark in this town is a 2-level building that stands out from the rest because there are sticking out from the side of the building 2 very large shiny copper vessels that you can identify once you get a little closer are stills. And this place has a sign hanging out front that very creatively is called the Copper Still. And this is a distillery that produces a local hooch that is something you can investigate if you decide. But those are the landmarks you see as you walk around. With a 17, after about 30 minutes, you spot one guard in one of these patrols, the leather-bound guard with a short bow, and you can just tell by the way he's walking, this guy's got to pee something fierce, and he's been holding it for a while, and he's trying to be cool about it. He's trying to be professional, but he's slowly falling further and further behind these 3 more heavily armored guards that are walking with purpose and being real serious up and down the streets. But at a certain point, he's starting to kind of like look around, and you're in the right place at the right time when he sees his companions go around a corner, and he takes his moment and he dashes into an alleyway to drop trow and finally get himself some relief.
So he's trow down right now.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you good?
And this is a guy, by the way, fun fact, as you peek around the corner, this is one of these guys that when he drops trout, just to pee, all the way to his ankles.
Yeah.
He takes them everything
I know
comes
the type.
all the way down to his
I've seen the
ankles.
technique before.
You want to incapacitate him or kill him?
Would you like to murder this man?
I mean, we're
We're
scouting.
going to learn a lot about your party here.
I was gonna say,
Honestly.
This is just those 2, right?
Yeah.
They walked away.
because
Yeah,
we
they're
don't
already
have
there.
a full.
I got nothing to do with
No.
this.
My inclination is because we
We
don't have
barely
a
know him
full
still.
problem with anybody yet,
Yeah.
that we shouldn't
We should
go too
yeah.
far.
Yeah.
But I'm always up for a good time. So
Oh God.
What does that mean?
How do we do it?
all right. Do we have materials that I can look at? Oh, no.
God, lit.
I think
He is bare ass.
his pants are fully down. How can we use that against him? His pants are fully down.
Can you just like knock him unconscious or something?
Yeah, just a big punch to the back of
I
the
have a
head.
pot.
That's a way
Well,
too.
you're not there.
Okay, can't give it to him.
Could we? Yeah, I think we go up behind him.
Yeah.
Just to,
He's gonna wake
we don't have any
up.
chloroform. So.
Is this it's just sleeper hold?
Yeah.
Is that the
Yeah,
the
put him to
thing?
sleep.
I would say you're stronger and quicker than me, so I would say go for it, and I can hold his legs down
Okay.
in his pants.
And then we'll tie his hands together.
Yeah.
Hog time.
We could.
Hog tie him.
He's hitting my
Yeah.
butt. He's hitting my butt.
Do we have anything we can shove in his mouth to zip him up?
Where are you storing him?
He's out. He's away from the group.
Well, he's not unconscious yet. Let's deal with one problem.
yeah,
at a
let's have to get there.
Let's deal with one.
Let's go for that.
First, you guys want the whole plan, then you guys just want to start with.
Deal with one harebrained scheme at a time. All right. So you're attempting a sleeper hold,
Yeah.
and you're supporting this in what way? You're just grabbing his pants.
I'm gonna credit card him.
He's gonna give him a nice tickle.
I'm gonna once he gets him in the sleeper hold, I would like to go around front and hold his mouth closed so that he's not yelling.
So you are taking responsibility for keeping this guy quiet, and you are trying to make this guy unconscious.
I'm gonna stand off to the side because his pee
You're
is
just right in front of him. He's still just. He's got to piss something
All right.
fierce, man.
It's time for some fun rolls. These rolls,
Okay.
Hell yeah.
regardless of the result of this roll, we're gonna have fun.
I love it.
So, you are going to roll to grapple. Now, grapple is an action that any character can take in place of an attack. You can attempt to grapple, and grapple is a contested strength roll. So you roll strength, the victim rolls strength, and if you win, that victim gains the condition grappled. Grappled means the following. I'm reading it directly from the rules. A grappled creature's speed becomes 0, and it cannot benefit from any bonuses to its speed. So basically, it can't move. The condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated, which probably won't be an issue here, but we'll see. And the condition ends if any effect removes the grappled creature from the grappling effect. So if someone teleported them away, or they used Misty Step to step out of your hold, or something like that. But a grappled creature, if they're conscious, can still fight against the grapple using their own action on their own turn in combat. So if you are ever grappled in combat, you could say, I'm going to use my action to try to break free of this. So we're going to start with grappling, because the first thing you want to do is restrain this guy. So I'm going to ask you to roll a strength check.
Do I get anything for like stealth?
Yeah, is it like disadvantage at all? Because he's like sneaking up behind him or something?
All right, so if you're going to sneak up on him, then let's start with the roll first, which is you're each going to roll a stealth check as you creep on this guy.
There we go. Okay. The big die?
Yep, 20-sided die, and then add your stealth bonus.
7 plus 6. 13.
13,
I have 13 plus 1, so 14.
14. Now he's going to roll perception. All right?
Oh God.
He has a -1.
Oh, nice!
No.
Oh no!
Don't celebrate too
Oh.
soon.
No.
His modifier is a -1 because he is not a high perception
Oh,
character. And he's peeing, so I'm going to roll at disadvantage, which may save your bacon. because
Natural 20.
because he rolled a 19,
No.
which means an 18. But because he's peeing against the wall and his pants are around his ankles,
No.
It's really good.
that's an 18.
No.
-1
We're
is a
just gonna have to
17.
do, we're gonna have to do strength.
So,
We're just gonna have to.
Force.
We have to strong arm this guy.
so here's what happens. As he is looking up at the sky and just sighing deeply as he finally gets the relief he's been seeking, the two of you come slipping into the alleyway, and immediately some detritus, some trash in the alley, you step on it, and it rustles or cracks, and he goes, huh? And he turns and a spray, just an arc of fluid sprays across the entrance to the alleyway, and your boots are wet. And now he's standing there holding his business and staring at the two of you. Now, he is surprised, but he's not mechanically in the rules surprised. But you can still take an action here. I'm going to let you act first. So if you want to try to grapple him, it's going to be a straight roll for you to rush up and grapple him. We're going to do a strength, contested strength roll. So roll a 20-sided die and add your strength modifier.
I'm weak, so.
I have +1. What do you have?
Oh, am I doing it too?
No, you're not.
Okay.
You're trying to keep
I'm
him quiet.
-1.
We'll deal with that in a second.
Oh God.
15.
16.
15 includes your strength
Oh, sorry.
modifier?
+1. 16.
16. All right. That's really good
Fuck.
because
Yeah.
he got a 15.
Huge!
I was feeling a little nervous for you as
Yeah.
this continued to
Yeah.
deteriorate.
Those spiders were not rolling high.
still a little hazy.
So you rush forward
This guy's way stronger than
and
those spiders.
wrap your arms around this guy, twist him, and you get him into a lock. So you are now behind him with your arm tightly around his neck, beginning the sleeper hold. And he is opening his mouth to yell, and so you are going to So I'm going to ask you to just make an unarmed attack. So this is you trying to slap your hand onto his mouth as quickly and accurately as possible while he struggles. Okay. So just make an unarmed melee attack.
Let's just roll d20.
Roll a d20, and
And then whatever
your
the
character
modifier
should have a modifier
Probably
for
like
that.
a +2 or something.
Yeah, let's see.
It might be a minus.
Oh yeah, it's true.
For unarmed strike, I have plus.
Your melee.
Or no, damn. I have this.
Those
Plus
two
one.
act-
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
plus one to hit.
Plus
Oh, the hit. Okay.
Unarmed strike.
13 plus 1, 14.
Okay, that's going to do it.
All right.
So it's messy, but effective. The two of you race in here, and you get your arm around this guy and get him in a hold. You get your hands over his mouth. Maybe you're even a little bit of forethought. You got a rag covering his mouth, so you've essentially gagged him, but he is struggling. In order to make this guy unconscious, we're going to do one additional round of this grapple check. He's going to try to break out of the grapple, but I'm going to let you roll strength at advantage because you now are getting help from Taryn. So roll twice and give me the highest roll.
So plus strength,
Mm-hmm.
14, 20.
Nice. Okay, no worries.
Sit down, bud.
He rolled a 13. So you overpower him. He is surprised, terrified. He was already peeing himself, but now he's
Still hanging out.
continuing to be. It's not a good day for this guy. It suddenly became a very bad day.
He's gonna look back at it needing to pee as just a trauma.
He'll never
Every
pee
time.
again. We're never alone. He'll only pee with friends. After a short struggle, you get him pretty firmly locked down, and his eyes roll back in his head, and he loses consciousness and falls limp in your arms. And you now have an unconscious, pee-soaked guard.
Poor guy.
We're gonna undress him.
Yeah, one of us should dress up as him, but so I don't know if this is a question for you. What would be the most helpful
Yeah, that's a good
trait
question.
to have in another outfit? Like if you're trying to pretend
So
to be somebody.
what you are going to be doing is a performance. You're going to
Okay.
be acting as someone you're not. So that's
Okay.
going to be a performance check or perhaps a deception check, depending on how you decide to.
My performance is +2,
Yeah.
and my deception is +6. But performance is probably the most important.
I have 3 and 3.
That's more even. I'd say you, because then you're stronger and faster too. So if things get a
What
little
is your
sketchy,
strength trait?
negative.
Oh, okay.
It's like 7, I think.
Oh, no.
I'm an old man.
Okay.
It's this
Oh,
dump
I
step.
thought you were strong.
No, I got a gimp
All right,
leg.
so we're going to get you
I give it my
in
best,
this. We're going to get you in this damp leather armor.
Yeah.
All right, very good. And you tuck away all of your non-aligned equipment into a backpack, so we have to worry about that. But you've got a plan for where that stuff's going to get stashed. Very good. So you are now disguised as one of the guards. The question that crosses both your minds at this point is: are you now rushing back to join the squad, or are you heading somewhere else? Because this guy is gonna. It's clear to you this guy is gonna be missed from his squad at some point.
Should I plan a distraction with the guards around us to give you the freedom to go back towards that area?
Is there a jail cell in the stronghold?
You have no idea. She's not been inside the stronghold.
I
There's
didn't
not,
think that far.
there is not
You're gonna
one
bust this
in
guy
the
for-
alley.
You're gonna
Can
bust this
you
guy for public
Pretend
urination?
he's publicly
Could I
intoxicated and you throw him
could
in
I
a
act
drunk tank?
intoxicated run towards the Bard's area, that's an excuse for you to chase me to get closer, and then at least you'll be in that area. And you could say, I've been chasing this guy and broke me away from my group. Is that a decent excuse? I'm throwing ideas out there.
Yeah, I feel like you're overthinking it. Just
yeah,
walk
This
up-
is the
just
right
walk up to
moment
the
to
gate
start
with him.
workshopping your plan.
Yeah.
This was the time.
Wait,
Now that
I
we've
missed- what did you-
incapacitated a police
What did you
officer.
do with
I thought I was just
what
gonna
did
walk
you
right
do
in.
with him?
Oh yeah, can
Tucked
we
him
tie
away.
him
He's
up?
tucked away.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can time
and
him.
put
Oh no,
like
we've
a
not talked about where he's going.
Help.
Duke's gear. Duke's gear is tucked away.
Yeah.
You still have an unconscious, naked body.
I'll let
In
you
the
deal
alley.
with that.
Yeah, I would say I can deal with him, kind of like cover him up, and then you work your way back to the. Try and get into
But
the
don't you want to stick together?
All right, let's tie him up. Put him in
time up.
behind some garbage
Yep.
cans that exist.
Gag
back
him.
then.
Put
Yeah.
something in his mouth so he can't yell.
And then, yeah, how should I use you to get in? Do you want to be too fanboyish again? And then,
You have to break me away from the singer.
yeah.
And then you could work as maybe an S. Yeah, let's do that.
And then act as an escort for us.
Let's try that.
Okay, I'm in.
All
I
right.
think that's a good idea.
I'm not going to overcomplicate the tying up and securing of this guard. Let's say you find a decent place for this guy further back in the alley. You think he's relatively secure and mostly not visible. He's going to get discovered at some point.
Eventually.
The
Well,
question
later
is,
We got time ticking.
Yeah.
the question is, how long will it take before he either comes to and manages to get out of his bonds, or before somebody hears him struggling, or what? So you know the clock is ticking, but well, and fun fact, he saw your faces. So there's all kinds of consequences that we're
See
gonna.
yourself at all? Stupid.
He was facing the other way. We thought we'd get him.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna hightail it back, and then are these guys up to anything? yet?
Yes. So
And we'll be like, we've never seen.
in the 30 odd minutes that you all were out, kind of canvassing the town for a guard, and then executing your carefully thought out plan, the remainder of your party is back here waiting at the front gate.
Twiddling my thumbs.
And about 15 minutes, let's say, after the guard departs, you see the guard come back out, and right behind him, you see a silver-haired human man wearing what you would say from a distance, and as you get closer, your perception changes a little bit. From a distance, it looks to be very high quality armor. Leather with different kinds of metal, what we would probably call a brigantine. But from a distance, as he's walking up, you're like, oh, this is like a rich-ass mercenary adventurer or something. But as you get closer, you get a better sense that this is decorative. This is a guy cosplaying as a warrior. It's a rich dude who wants to look capable. He has a sword at his waist, like a scimitar. But as you get closer, you see that the handle is encrusted with like gold decoration.
Never been used.
Definitely not. And any of you who have ever used a sword would look at this and go, "That's a terrible idea." Why would you have a polished handle? Like if your hands get a tiny bit sweaty, that's going to go flying out of your hands. Everything about this guy as he approaches, from his clothing and whatnot, screams that he's trying to project an aura of like military competence, but doesn't get it. Yeah, he's cosplaying as a warrior. He's an ICE agent. So as he, but rich. So as he gets a little closer, you can see that this is a gray-haired, probably half elf. He's human at a glance, but he's got just a slight peak to his ears, and it's hard to determine his age, even though he's got this gray hair. He doesn't look old enough to be fully gray. So you're guessing half elf. And he comes up, and with sort of a stern and questioning look on his face, he greets you, and he says, yes, I'm told that you are some variety of traveling troubadours. Is that right? I am the Baron's trusted steward, Sir Nervin Hale, at your service. I'm afraid I have no record of a request from the Baron for performance. Perhaps you've got your wires crossed, a mistaken message, or find yourself in the wrong town?
I'm gonna use minor illusion to create like an invitation.
Okay. Let's take a slightly closer look at the. Well, I'm gonna be a benevolent DM here.
Okay, please do.
Casting a spell in front of someone
Is obvious. It's not just like a sleight of hand.
Right. No, it's not.
Okay.
Observe. It's not. Every spell has different kinds of components.
I see.
So if you click on the spell in D&D
Yeah.
Beyond, it will say there will be some codes for the components, letter codes. So let's take a look at it together.
Okay.
So, hang on. So under spells, minor illusion. So minor illusion has somatic and material components. So somatic means you move your hands in a certain pattern to make this happen. And material, you require a bit of fleece. So what this would look like if you do it in front of him is you pull a little tuft of fleece out of your hand and you go, and then all of a sudden there's an invitation in your hand. However, again, I'm a benevolent DM, so what we're going to say is instead, you did this before he arrived.
While we were waiting.
Right. While you're waiting, you're like, I probably should have some evidence of this. And so you create this simple illusion of an invitation.
But it only lasts a minute, so that wouldn't... Are
Yeah,
you just being nice?
I am being nice, but I'm going to allow you to say that you timed it right.
Okay.
Right? So you see this guy walking out and you're like, oh shit, we're going to need something. And so you step behind Judd for a second maybe and you're like, well, because I am. And then you've got this little... right. You've got this little thing. I will also say minor illusion is one of the simplest illusion spells. What it's creating is not...
It's not super convincing.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Number one, it lasts a minute. Number two, if he touches this thing, he will have a very good chance of detecting that it is an illusion.
Okay.
Right?
So say it's a keepsake of yours because you've always wanted to perform in front of the Baron.
Yeah.
All right, but we're going to take a stab at this. So
sure, let's just try.
you
Let's just try.
reveal the invitation.
Yeah.
And he says, interesting. Any such invitation would have come from my desk. This does not appear to be my stationery. Perhaps you've been misled.
Maybe, but that's just so disappointing. I mean...
Oh, indeed. I'm sure your performance is much to be desired. We are all greatly disappointed, etc., etc.
Well, he's my manager. You should talk to him.
The persuasion guy.
Yes. All right, face of the party. Let's see.
Threw him right up.
Let's see what you got.
And eyes came out.
Wait, I thought you were the drummer.
No, you're the drummer.
Who's the drummer?
So?
What is your objective with this snide dude? At this point, where it stands now, I think this is pretty obvious, but it seems pretty obvious to you he is unconvinced by your lie that you were invited by the Baron. He knows you were not invited by the Baron.
Okay.
Okay? That doesn't mean you're at a dead end here, but what's your tack? How are you approaching this?
Perhaps cutting him a deal of some sort to still have the ability or chance to come in and play, or yeah.
All
I
right,
guess
cool with
that's
that. So you're gonna put your manager hat on, and you're gonna come at this and say, normally we command X amount of gold pieces to perform, but because we've already journeyed all this way, and we don't want it to be a waste of time.
And there was this misunderstanding,
Right.
perhaps. Yeah.
All right.
Tips.
I dig it. How big are you going here? So, like, let me give you an idea.
Sure.
A night at the best inn in this town, including room and board, the nicest inn in this town, would cost you just under a gold piece. So you can. There's the Dungeons and Dragons economy is not equivalent to our real world economy.
Yeah.
But a shorthand for it might be that depending on what you're buying, a gold piece could be anywhere from $50 to $100.
Okay.
Right? So it's the if you tip a street rat a gold piece, it's like more money than they've seen in their life in one place. But for a guy like this, it's probably fairly insignificant, right? He's probably got 20 of them in his pouch. So talk to me about the pricing model that you're throwing at this guy. Like normally, Lysandra commands.
Yeah. Where did we start it in? What was the town? Or the,
Oh
the
yeah.
town?
What was the original town called?
I think we named the bar, but I don't know if we ever named
Oh,
Rollies.
Rollies. That's right.
Rollies.
Yeah, Rollies.
Brown deer.
it. Back in the town of Brown Deer,
The village.
the village of Brown Deer, home of the famous Rollies.
And you said what was it for the bars here? It'd be like one gold piece, like for.
Yeah, like to stay the night at the best inn in town.
Okay.
You'd probably be able to do that for a gold, like buy the room for a gold piece.
So typically, Lysandra here, her talents are so superior and so unique, I would say, that we typically charge around 8 gold pieces for her talents and our talents,
there you
I
go.
would say. However, since this was such a misunderstanding, and we would still very much like to perform, coming all this way, we would gladly come through and give our performance for free.
Okay. Roll a persuasion check for me.
+1, thanks a lot.
Free 99.
16.
Whoa!
Pretty good. Pretty good.
With your edition.
That was with the +1. Yeah.
He pauses to consider, and then he raises an eyebrow and says, free, you say? Well, perhaps the Baron does enjoy his entertainments. Yes, I think this will do. Tomorrow night, the Baron will be entertaining some local merchants, members of the one guild. I think perhaps a performance would be a nice way to begin the evening's festivities. You will arrive here dressed better than most of you currently are, just prior to sundown tomorrow evening. The guards will escort you to the stage in the manor house. If the Baron is duly entertained, perhaps there will even be a gratuity added at the conclusion of the performance. With that, I have a very busy schedule. Men to command, And then he turns on his heel and strides away.
Good job.
It is about this time.
We just mistimed it by one night.
It is about this time that striding up behind you, enthusiastic about the execution of their plan, Duke and Taryn arrive. One dressed head to toe in slightly smelly and damp leather armor that you do not recognize.
Are they outside the?
Yeah, we haven't gone.
They were never brought
Yeah,
in
we were never- we were
inside the
never going
walls. Yeah.
Dude, do you smell like piss?
Did you piss yourself?
Where have you been? What took so long?
Oh, we got. I mean, look at me.
Yeah, look at us. Nothing happened.
What should I do now?
Change back.
Are you pretending to like lug him around like you're arresting him yet? Or
Not yet.
I think we have a problem with a guard back in town.
Yeah, why are you wearing a guard suit?
Look, this is a lesson learned for all of us that we should communicate what our strategy is before we split up and start doing our thing. But that's irrelevant right now. We have an unconscious guard back in town, and
A naked guard?
he is naked, and he saw our faces. So
Well, we've got to fix that because we have a performance tomorrow.
okay.
Do you think I could just walk through the gate in my outfit?
I think you could try.
We got
You're still gonna have to
Just
deal with the
blend
guard
in
that's gonna be
for a day.
like waking up at some point.
Yeah. Well, I'm not
Could watch
planning
for
to
him.
sleep in there.
You should just save it for tomorrow.
Ooh, save the outfit.
Yep.
Just save the outfit.
We could
Well,
give.
we
we
need
don't have a lot of
disguises then
chance.
for now.
Will they
We
not
could give
like,
an
have
outfit
like
to somebody
a
else.
wanted sign
Yeah,
saying
true.
"Look for this guy's face"?
Not if we go
Well, that's
deal
why we
with
give
this
it
guy.
to Judd or you.
Oh, sure.
Oh,
We
but they're
need
the band.
disguises.
I suppose
now.
I could. I
Yeah,
am
we need to
pretty
get you guys
sneaky, stealthy.
disguises now.
You're the manager.
Are there any
Shit.
shops in town that
They're gonna be
might?
questioning why I'm not
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, there's shops.
Yeah, like, should
Yeah.
we go back to the mercantile? Maybe our friend can help us.
The mercantile.
Isn't that what it's called?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Macchio?
We
Or Mac-
we should
McHale?
yeah,
McHale.
public.
Yeah, we should put on different.
We gotta lay low till tomorrow.
We have to talk to
Well,
Roland.
Well, you guys are fine.
Yeah.
We just got to get disguises to
Those
cover
two
up our
gotta
faces
figure
for
out.
now.
Mm-hmm.
We should probably go talk to Roland.
Could we
Probably
head to the nearest
think he's awake
H&M?
What do you say?
Could we head to the nearest H&M?
I mean, only like 15 minutes have passed, so I'm assuming that Roland has not awoken.
Yeah, what
from,
time is it
like,
now?
I mean,
11:15.
it's maybe been an hour. It's probably
Noonish.
generously it's like 11 a.m.
Okay.
11:15.
Oh, okay.
We should probably get some sort of a disguise though, because when that guy wakes up, he's gonna be looking
Yeah,
for
yeah,
us.
like nice.
See if
Do
there's
we-
a spirit Halloween in the mercantile.
Yeah,
Spirit Christmas.
Halloweenish time.
Just a cloak, maybe.
Yeah, something to cover our faces.
Do we want to go deal with the guy at all? Like,
Well, now look who's a murder hobo.
no, not deal with
Yeah,
him.
should we
but,
deal
like,
with him?
What's he gonna do?
You want to go off that guy now?
Way to go! Think about
He's
that.
had a hard enough day as it is.
He can wake up and report.
He's never gonna want to pee
Do we
again.
get like a sleeping potion from our friend and then like knock him out for
Ooh, a memory.
24
Yeah,
hours? Ooh, a
Ooh,
memory,
memory.
potion.
ooh, a
Potion.
memory potion. Do those exist?
I mean, you could ask around.
All right, we're gonna save the outfit for tomorrow. Maybe I'm gonna
Yeah.
switch back into my other clothes.
Just right here. in
No, I'm
front of
gonna
the
duck
gate.
off a little bit.
It's quite enough of this.
It's tearaway.
But to avoid causing issues with that guard coming back and like seeing us, we should probably. I guess we have a few options.
Let's
We could bribe them. We could go back and
better.
bribe them. We could get disguises.
Why don't we speed walk to our friend with all the potions and everything?
Medicine and stuff.
Well, we just left an hour ago. We need help.
We need more.
Wait.
Made a mistake.
All right, you arrive back at the mercantile at Mikhail's booth. He looks at you a little surprised to see you back so soon, but delighted, and he says,
What else do you need?
"Oh, my friends, you're back. What can I do to be of service to you?"
We ran into a little trouble. We were wondering if you have anything.
Trouble so soon.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah, this place is a crazy place. Spiders. And, if you had something maybe to, make someone not remember the past hour or so, or maybe a potion that would put someone to sleep for an extended period of time.
Let's see. Well, I certainly have herbs that would aid someone in getting a good night's rest. Posets that healers use to keep someone unconscious while they do a procedure that's uncomfortable. Memory, you probably would have to go to the strip of bars to black out an evening, but I've got nothing like that. And if I did, I wouldn't sell it to you.
No.
Some of you look a little shady.
What if I buy enough? I just let you guys. I'll just take care of him for a full day by just dropping him
Every time he
Sleeping.
wakes up.
Hey, what's up, bud?
All right, so he will provide you with herbs that, if mixed in a high concentration in a drink, will definitely knock someone out and keep them out for hours. It is something you would have to force down this guy's throat if you want to keep him unconscious, and he's willing to just give those to you without question. But he does say these are not inexpensive and are somewhat controlled substances. So I am accountable for all the doses that I sell. I can give this to you without arising undue attention, but it is probably all I can do. This amount would serve to keep someone asleep for 12 hours.
Did he say
What's
there was
plan
a
B?
memory option?
Plan B would have to be disguises. But then
Does he
the
know
guards
if
would be
they-
on edge, though.
Like potion, because he's different than potion maker, right?
He said go
Yeah,
to
he's
the
an
bars.
herbalist.
He said you have to drunk him out.
He doesn't have anything to wipe somebody's memory.
Okay.
Yeah.
He doesn't know like a potion maker.
He wouldn't sell it to us anymore.
Okay.
Could bribe them. You never know.
Just kill him.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think. Oh, you're talking about the guard. I thought you were talking about McGee. I was like, dude, we saved his daughter. There's no reason to kill the dude.
Oh. No, not yet.
It's like, holy shit.
Wait, you don't have any memory potions? You're dead.
But let's get a sleep potion for now and then figure out what to do with it later. He buys his
Well,
Rollies.
but the concert's not for another 24
It's
hours.
literally like, no.
Yeah, but
It's tomorrow night, not this night. So it's like
I just want to
32 hours.
I just want to get to where we're talking to Roland.
I mean, you've got the stuff now, so if you want to go back and buy yourself some time,
We could buy
put
ourselves
this guy to
12
sleep.
hours.
Yeah.
Like you
How much?
understand.
Oh, I've got
How
some.
much?
All right.
Is this?
It's me.
Oh, my friend, I'm still in your debt. Please, take it. I just need
Thank
you
you.
to understand I won't be able to provide this again.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you. I'm gonna go and give it to that guy.
Okay. And we're just keeping him in a trash pile.
I think we should
That's the
move the
plan.
body.
Yeah.
I think we should move the body to somewhere
Should we get an in?
that we could hide.
Yep.
Oh, if we could lock him in an inn.
Lock him in a room.
But then if we lock him in a room, he could cause a disturbance.
Tie him down in the bed.
Yeah.
We
Oh
could
my
slide
God.
I mean, there's strong themes in this party.
Yeah.
We could have killed him,
I mean,
right?
it's to keep us alive.
I mean, we could put on
You
some-
could have
one of your
just got him without him
CDs to
seeing your faces.
give him a good situation.
It came down to a roll, bud.
This is all for the good of mankind. We're not doing this.
All right, yep. Let's rent it in.
All right. All the inns are on the main strip where the different inns and bars are located.
Get rid of this guy.
There are 3 primary inns on the strip. and they sort of go in in order from the one end of the strip, which is the busiest, rowdiest end of the strip.
No.
And that has an inn.
Well, I suppose.
That has an inn that is on the lower end of the cost spectrum. It costs 3 silver pieces a night. Includes a meal for your room. The rooms are not fancy. The bar is always busy with locals and merchants that come in and out. There's occasional scuffles in the tap room. It's not fancy, but it's not a bad place, right? It's not like a dive bar on the pirate docks, but it is more akin to like the broiest college bar in a college town, right? Like it's rowdy, there's a lot going on, and every once in a while some dude's gonna throw a punch, but it doesn't usually get any worse than that. But it's like a 24 hours kind of deal. In the middle of the strip, there is an inn that's very middle of the road. This is Holiday Inn Express. It is 6 silver pieces a night to stay. Again, includes food that does have a bar, but it's mostly populated by merchants coming through, and they're more there to eat than they are to drink. And then the far end, in the quieter area near the Sliff, there is a higher end inn. It's closer to a bed and breakfast. There are fewer rooms. The rooms are larger. Many of the people that stay here are merchants who are traveling with their families or want a room for multiple people. You can get a suite here for a gold piece a night.
If we need the room and space, I can offer up a board space.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, that sounds good. How do we get the body there?
Why don't you make an investigation check to kind of case the area and and identify opportunities.
Now,
Anyone have good investigation? I have a +2.
I only have a +1.
investigation.
I have plus 4.
+2. Oh, Joshy.
There it is.
I don't think we're
Jedworth?
gonna get much better
Oh,
than
you.
that. I don't think we're gonna get much better than
Just
that.
1.
Yeah, I mean, unless somebody wants to help.
Ooh.
Anyone got
Oh.
a pair of glasses I can wear?
Is there any downside to helping?
Nope.
Oh. I would be happy to help you.
Thank you.
Everyone else withholds their help. You,
This is all
Taryn, you got
your
yourself into
mess.
this mess.
What the?
All right, so you all wander up and down
Thanks,
through
guys.
some of the alleys and back roads around this area to get a sense of a path. So roll at advantage. Take the highest number.
That's a 9 if the line's at the bottom.
Yep.
9,
So 9
Plus
plus 4.
13, 10 plus 4, 14.
14. All right. You don't find some magic secret entrance to any of these inns, but the higher end inn on the quieter side of town offers a sort of risk-reward proposition because it does have a private entrance in the back of the inn. Some people don't like to deal with the hustle and bustle of the main street, and they do have this private back entrance. The trade-off is this is a much quieter side of town, and so there's no like distraction of the crowd, that kind of thing. There is a stretch where for about a block of open street, you are going to be just exposed to the light of day carrying this body before you get to that back door. But your investigation suggests to you that that might be your best bet.
Did we just weekend of Bernie's with him?
Yeah, see, he drank too much.
Yeah.
And he pissed himself, so he
Yeah, that's why it smells.
And he's naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's, yeah.
Could also do some kind of distraction. I don't know if that would help.
Everybody. You could sing up front.
Mm.
Well, I guess not. Never mind.
Let's just do it.
Just go for it.
All right. Which two characters are pulling the weekend at Bernie's?
Is that
Well,
performance or
I mean,
deception?
I can't. I've already been.
I'm not going to tell you what it is
Good.
until you decide.
He's
I'm
on either
not
side
going to
of
let you
him.
make every action decision based on who gets the biggest plus.
Yeah.
Decide who would
Well,
be.
you two got us into this mess, so
This isn't a mess. First of all, this is
Take
going to
one
come in
arm
really
each.
in handy tomorrow.
take
have-
one
Yeah.
I
arm
have
This is an
the
each.
persuasion
investment.
point.
Yeah.
I don't know if it takes like persuading the hotel concierge.
All right,
Maybe the
so
one
your
that
two
maybe the
thieves
one
are going
that
to weekend
talks
at
to the
Bernie's
for
the
us.
body
Sure.
into the back room,
Sure.
and the rest of you are helping in some way.
We're gonna go in the front and buy
Yeah,
a
we're
room.
gonna go check in. Can
Yeah,
we get-
we'll check
Is it
in,
one
yeah.
room per person, or do we get
We
like
can get
a
the
suite?
suite.
We can, yeah.
Yeah.
I already said I would offer up the gold
Yeah,
piece for this.
you can get a suite. So if you want a suite with enough beds to accommodate all of you, I'm going to say it's 2 gold pieces. So it's,
Fair enough.
it's
I
a
got you.
significant
I
size
got it
3-room suite. This is a
I
pretty
flicked you a gold coin.
pretty fancy place.
Okay. I mean, if it might take a little persuasion to have the concierge turn a blind eye to our drunk friend that we're putting to bed, and I don't want her to gossip about it, so she'll let us in the back door while we check in the front lobby, and
Okay, yeah, take a stab at that.
yeah.
Are you just going at this just purely based on charm?
I have some charisma to offer up.
Pretty
So,
charismatic.
I love
here's,
it. I love it.
here's what I'm asking: Are you trying to grease the wheels at all here, or are you just asking real nice and batting your eyes?
Yeah, I mean, grease the wheels. Greasing the wheels.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much?
You mean like get it for the cost?
How much money are you offering
the-
this
the
woman to
greasing
not
wheels.
gossip
oh,
about
oh,
it?
I was hoping to just be like so persuasive.
Oh yeah, all right, that's fine.
I guess I didn't
Then
understand.
roll a straight persuasion check. If you don't want to offer her money, then just roll a straight persuasion check.
What do you guys? What my
What's your persuasion plus?
+4?
Nice.
Yeah,
do it.
Clutch up.
Go for it.
Oh gosh.
Go for
Built
it.
for times like this.
3 + 4 is 7.
So
Get the coins out.
she
Get money bags.
She's like,
she says, "Oh, absolutely, milady. I would be. This happens from time to time, and no shame to your friends. Certainly, not a word of this would pass my lips." And then she rushes to the back door to hold it open for your friends as they come in. The two of you, I want you to, because you're helping each other, normally I would be applying disadvantage to this, but by taking the help action, this is going to be a straight roll. One of the two of you is going to make a performance check as you pilot this guy. One of you is providing the muscle, and one of you is piloting Bernie to make sure he looks living. So, a performance check. if you
Performance
please.
check. 5?
8.
8.
plus.
Eight.
No, just 8. Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
Bad eyes.
So here's how this goes down.
oh boy.
You all go in and rent a room. 3 of you go up to the room to settle in.
So is it 2 gold pieces?
2 gold pieces,
Alright,
yeah.
I'm
But I
taking
think
one of mine.
I'll take one.
Oh, I already took 2.
through one.
Alright.
All right. So
So
the 3 of you go up to await the arrival of your friends. You engage the concierge in an attempt to get them quietly in through the back and keep any rumors from spreading about what has gone down. And the 2 of you hustle this unconscious body across the street. You get him across the street, no problem, but there is very little. He doesn't look very active. His toes are dragging in the dirt as you pull him across the street. His head lolls back and then front and then forward again. His sunglasses go flying off and land in somebody's margarita. And as you bring him in through the back door, the concierge looks at him and her eyes get real wide. And then she quickly closes the door and immediately heads to the front. And then you hear the front door close as she departs the inn. And you all
no.
drag this guy up the stairs, and his feet clunk on every step as he is fully limp in your arms, and your friends wave you into the room that you've rented, and you bring him inside and close the door. Mission accomplished.
No.
And everything's fine.
Hey.
Could use a nap.
Taking out a flask and taking a huge sip.
It's almost noon.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Do we want to go chase her down now and stop her
Let's
from?
grapple her. Yeah,
Oh,
knock out some more
God.
people.
Let's take her down and take her outfit. Let's take her clothes too.
I double down.
Someone should.
I feel like you two need to get disguises as fast as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is the only guy that knows our
But,
face, though.
but we're the ones who asked if that could, like, if we could do that when we checked in, right?
Madeline.
Or Madeline did. Or sorry,
So-
Fiend did.
So yeah, to review the situation, only the unconscious drugged guy saw your faces. As of right now, the only loose ends are this guy's not with his squad,
Yeah.
so his squad's going to wonder where he is. And what they decide is going on there, who knows. But there's no trace of him because you have him and all his stuff. And the other loose end is you let a hotel staff member observe you bringing an unconscious body into the hotel and bringing it up to your room. Now, you gave the argument that this was a drunk person, which she may or may not have believed.
She would have recognized him.
But she did rapidly leave the inn after seeing you bring this body inside. So that's your situation as you, moments later, close the door of your hotel.
What are we getting out of this?
Still glad you chose mask.
Oh my god. I feel like we have to go see what that lady, like who that lady's going to go talk to. Clearly she's going to tell somebody.
Could be the guards. Could be literally anyone.
Let's go bribe her.
We can cut her off and offer her some money.
Sure.
All right. Are you all going to do that?
Nope. I'm gonna stay.
Fine, I'll do that.
I'll stay with the guy.
I'll keep
Can we secure the guy here?
Oh, he is
He's
a
secured.
limp pile of.
But can we tie him up and like put something in his mouth just to make
You
sure he's
can
not gonna
always tie this guy up.
All
At
right.
this point,
Let's tie him up, hands
Yeah,
behind his
gag
back,
him.
tied to like something nearby.
the bedpost.
Put
Gag.
something in his mouth. Let's
Time
put
to put the
some
bed
form of a
clothes.
blanket around the guy.
Blindfold.
I just think we have
A
to.
blindfold.
I just feel like we have to limit the amount of like exposure at this point.
Yeah.
For where we're at right now, like whoever is like kind of exposed should kind of be the people to do it. Because if we keep on exposing more faces, it just leads to more loose ends. I feel like at this point.
She, the in person saw all of us, right?
Yeah. Now, yeah. She saw you all. You all checked in. While you were checking in, you
Okay.
said, we need to bring a friend in who's drunk.
I'll go get that.
She saw you guys bring that friend in.
Offer her some,
Yeah, I got some.
do some,
I got some money and I got some persuasion.
and some charm.
All right.
All right.
So we're gonna
So-
stay here. You're gonna run after her.
Sure. Duke hustles out and
Lady.
runs out into the street. Make a perception check as you run out to the street, see if you can spot this woman.
So we-
Come on, Duke.
Persuasion.
Perception.
Perception. God damn it. Only plus one.
big ball.
Okay, that's good. Well, it's right next to you. Is it?
15,
16.
Okay, pretty good. So, it doesn't take you. I mean, the in-game discussion that happened took less time than the real-world
Yeah.
discussion that happened, and you quickly come to the conclusion that you gotta go intercept this lady. So you race out a few moments after getting your prisoner secure. You run down the stairs to the front of the inn, out into the street, and you crane your head and look around. And in the distance, a good block and a half down the street already, you spot this woman. She's not running by any means, but she's walking with a fairly purposeful stride. down the main strip, and can't be sure, but one thing you know is in that direction is the stronghold.
Okay. I'm gonna catch up to her.
Okay. So you put on a burst of speed and run up in her direction. You catch up to her relatively quickly. What's your approach to this?
I'm gonna say, excuse me, miss. I know what you just saw, and it looks really bad. But our friend has this habit of getting really drunk, peeing himself, and passing out. So what we had to do was take his clothes off and transport him to the inn. And I'm offering you some gold to not report that, because he's gotten in trouble multiple times already in the past for public intoxication. How would 2 gold pieces?
Okay. Why don't you roll a persuasion check at advantage?
Okay.
Especially if you're placing the gold pieces in her hand.
8 plus 7, 15.
Roll again. Take the higher
The
number.
7 is insane.
That's a 3. Damn it.
10. Okay. So a 15. Oh dear.
Oh, God.
Do you need paper towels?
Oh, God.
Do we have
That's
it?
so sad. Disaster.
Does anyone have any
you.
rice?
Oh no.
Hold on, I have some for dinner. Let me just regurgitate it.
Thank you.
Sorry.
I only had to replace this keyboard once.
Once, twice.
Okay, so she, with a 15, I think she looks at you. She looks at you and says, of course, I understand that propriety must be maintained, especially for people of means like yourself. And I can be discreet. It would be easier for me to keep myself busy and away from gossip, though, if I had maybe one more gold piece. She snaps it out of the air and disappears it into her pouch very quickly, and then sketches a rather courtly bow to you as she says, "Men of means should not be held back from their pursuits by such mundane things as the perception of others. You are always a most welcome guest at our inn. If you'll pardon me, I have much work to do." And then she turns around and starts heading back to the inn.
All right, there we go.
It was
And then I'm turning around, running full speed back.
Just sprint.
You
Forrest Gump
you
it.
sprint past her.
Yeah.
Looking like Tom Cruise running down the stairs.
Yeah.
All right, you arrive back at the room, feeling fairly confident that you have quieted this otherwise chaotic situation. You have the unconscious guard well secured in a bed, tied up and gagged, and based on the information that your friend Mikhail gave you, likely unconscious for the next 10, 11 hours. At this point, it's a little afternoon. You've got kind of a base established from which to operate, and what would you like to do next?
Go find our guy. Yep.
Rolling.
Okay.
Yep. Rolling stain.
So heading back to the Mercantile, you were told that Stain has a small office on the second floor in sort of the actual building of the Mercantile. As you make your way up the stairs, you see that this second floor is it's arranged around an open space in the center. So and picture a picture a large square building, the outer perimeter of which is all offices, with hallways running the interior of them. And then in the center is a large open space that's like a common space. There's a school building I used to attend classes in that was laid out like this. Like the middle of the building was all couches and tables and workspaces and stuff. And then all the professors' offices were out of the perimeter edge of the building with a hallway that ran around the outside. And that's kind of the vibe here. It's all wooden walls. It's not shabbily built by any means, but it's simple. And particularly the wing where Roland Stain's office is. There are clearly different tiers of businesses represented in this building. And it seems each corner focuses on a different industry or a different like sub-guild of the one guild. So the corner you're directed to when you ask around for Stain is a little shabbier than the others, but it's just an office building at the end of the day. Stain's office is in the back corner, sort of furthest away from the central area, and the door is closed when you approach. There's no sign or marking on the outside, but each door is numbered. This is number 9. What would you like to do?
Do we want to go about this like all together, kind of approaching them, or do we want to do this as like kind of like I don't know, one or like two or a few like going in to do whatever it is that we want to do? Maybe like kind of hash it out here now.
How do we want to approach him?
Right, exactly.
But like, do we just want to go like straight on, like, hey, like be upfront about him? We want to flash our tattoos to him?
I don't know if that'll work, because like we were told like Mask wasn't like, oh hey, like he'll be expecting that kind of thing, you know, right?
I'm not saying it's gonna for sure work. Just
I think that can be like in the back pocket if needed, but maybe not like our first move.
Because our goal is to what? Infiltrate
Right.
the bandits.
So like, do we want
We
to?
gotta.
It might be nice.
I don't think we want to like act like a bandit or anything like
No,
that.
No.
just.
It might be nice if right now us three are very wrapped up in the Baron's situation. I don't know if you guys could maybe offer your services to this guy and see if you can get in with him. If
Sure, I
that's
can double
interesting.
dip. That's fine.
You what?
I said sure, I can double dip. That's fine.
Oh yeah, you're the manager. Never mind. Maybe Sir Judworth.
Sure.
You're a
Go
man
talk
of
to
muscle.
Yeah. Offer my services to him.
Yeah,
See
I
if
like that.
because from our understanding, like he's like in charge of all of you said like the merchants like caravans or whatever.
He's involved in a lot of transactions.
So he's definitely, the vibe you get is that he's not in charge of anything,
He's just
but he's involved in everything.
Okay.
So essentially, as you asked Mikhail, and maybe you could ask a few other people before you jump into a conversation with him, what it comes down to is Roland's job is pretty simple. Somebody from his duties are 2 things. He makes money by connecting people who want to move goods with merchants who are moving goods. Like that's fundamentally that's his business.
yeah.
You come to me and you're like, I want to sell 16 bolts of cloth to this town out west, and he says, well, I know Angus Martell is heading that way in a month, or I got another guy who's going this week. If you want to get it on the caravan this week, it's going to cost you this. Otherwise, you can wait for Martell and he'll take it for this. Right.
Yeah.
And then he takes a little cut of that, right?
Yeah.
He gets a fee for making the connection. The other thing that he does is a service for the one guild in which he checks bills of lading against what is on the wagons that are going in and out of the city. So every shipment that comes in and out of the city rolls in with paperwork and says this, the paperwork says this is what's supposed to be on this wagon, and he looks at it And he checks all the boxes and signs his name and says, yep, that's what was on here. And then it rolls out. And he gets paid a small amount by the one guild to do that and just make sure that what's moving is supposed to be moving so that the guild always gets their cut and so that they don't get in trouble with local governments for not paying taxes or things like that. So he is a bureaucrat,
Yeah.
just a bureaucrat functionary, plain and simple.
But he's like a Weasley guy. Like he
From
could
That's what
easily,
McHale
From
told
McHale.
me.
easily bribed. Okay.
McHale was not a big fan of this
Okay.
guy.
I'm like, because I'm confused what we're trying to gain from, like, information-wise from him. Like, he has some insight on what's
We
going
don't
on with the
know.
bandits.
We don't know.
just know
Like,
that's a
guided
contact,
them.
so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
So again, the
we just want
goal
somebody to
that
talk to him and-
Mask sent you up here with the goal of figuring out why the bandits are so well armed.
yeah.
And he said that he suspects Roland might be a good source of information to help you start your investigation
Okay.
on that issue.
All right. I guess we just gotta talk to him and see what he says.
Yeah, straight up combo.
Yeah.
We'll I'll walk up and knock on his door, see if he's in there.
I'll
Okay.
come with you.
And the rest of us are gonna go back downstairs by Mikhail
Okay.
and just kind of like hang out, just kind of like chit chat,
Sure.
talk to the locals.
Can definitely do that.
I'll come with
The,
you.
the mercantile is becoming busier and busier as the
Mhm.
day goes on. And so it's not a festive atmosphere down there, but it's bustling down there. Think one of the larger farmers markets or like Pike's Place Market, like it's that kind
Sure.
of busy like that.
You're kind of seeing it.
As-
You're kind of seeing it.
Oh yeah.
As you knock on the door, there's a nearly immediate response that sounds just a little annoyed at the noise, and you just hear, "Enter!"
Okay. We walk in.
You open the door and find one of the smallest offices you've ever seen. It is like a medium-sized walk-in closet. There is an unusually small desk that has clearly been like cut down to size to fit in this little office. And at a glance, you can tell that Stain probably has to climb physically over the desk to get in and out of his seat because there's no way that a human can squeeze in the space that's next to it. There are piles of paperwork on both sides of the desk. There's a small like slit window behind him, letting in enough sun that sort of illuminates just the desk itself. And he also has a couple of guttering candles in different sort of wall sconces. But otherwise, you're immediately claustrophobic as you step into this room. There is just enough space for the two of you to stand in the little open gap, and you're actually kind of half out the door.
Okay.
Stain himself is a human man. He is just a little bit gaunt, he's slight of build, but with a visible paunch. So skinny, but still got the baby weight. And balding, and just immediately looks a little nervous when you step into the room. Just sort of tenses and squints a bit at the light like he's got a headache. The room smells like his breath, which smells strongly of spirits. And he doesn't look happy to see you as he says, "Receiving or documentation?"
I just have some inquiries. Everyone seems to point me in your direction.
Chit chat then.
Yeah.
I don't honestly have the time. If you don't have a request for shipment, or if you're not here to confirm a bill of lading, I don't know what help I can be for you.
I'm inquiring on a merchant. His name is Angus Martell.
I'm familiar with Angus. What is your inquiry?
So we've been doing a little work for him. We've been guarding some of his caravans or his wagons.
Very well. If he
He
failed
is-
to pay you, it's not my
No,
issue. You
that's-
need to take that up with Angus himself.
The issue is these bandits are making him nervous, and we're trying to figure out what's going on before we head out on another run with him.
Well, I'm sure that's very interesting, but caravan security is not my business either. Take it up with the Baron's guards. Will that be all?
What should we do? Shit.
Mention
Intimidate
very
them.
well
Slam your hands
armed,
down.
and
Yeah, yeah,
you're wondering if there's any
Show
people
some
that
skin.
lost
Yeah, show some fight.
A little leg.
Maybe this one, John.
Judd unbuttons
These are
3
not
buttons.
ordinary bandits. These are like
Yeah.
well armed, and we're trying to figure out like how to like.
Yeah, so these bandits that everyone's so concerned about, they're very well armed. Perhaps too well armed. We're looking for a little insight into why that may be.
Why don't you make an insight check?
Okay.
And you're also watching him. You can make this insight check
Okay.
as well.
Okay.
It's a
Can I-
19.
Oh,
Oh.
19 is
Can
quite
I
good.
ask a
I was
question?
gonna say. I'm
At
gonna
what point
have
would
to.
you be like, I'm gonna
Is
make
that
an insight
plus
check,
your
or
plus-
I'm gonna use my
18.
charisma, like the ones across the top?
So all of the skills are
16,
related
'cause I
to
have a
one
plus
of the
one.
abilities at the top. So they're all
Very well done.
they're
Gotcha.
typically the same. Sometimes your skills will be higher because you're proficient in those skills or have expertise,
Okay.
but most of them are just the same. So there are occasions when I would ask you to make a straight like charisma check, if I feel like it's a charisma thing, but there's not a skill that relates to it.
Gotcha.
But generally, otherwise, we would pick a skill that matches. All right, so a 19
And I had a 16.
and 16. Okay, so I think you both pick up on this, but you pick up on a nuance. When you start asking about, when you offer up the fact that you're suspicious of this situation, of how well armed the bandits are, and you're questioning why that might be, you both notice that he immediately gets a look of fear on his face. Judd, I think you notice a slight nuance there, that the fear is not of you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So,
So he knows something that
yeah.
someone else like is
So he's probably fearful of
his own knowledge of it because like he's afraid that it'll get out that he like said something to us or
What do you know?
so our initial inquiry was, oh hey, they're most well armed.
Mhm.
Like, do we just like keep pressing him to be like, do you know anything of this, or how do you want to? Since you have the more
Okay.
insight.
I'm gonna press him a little bit more. Just be like, Roland, I know you're not saying something that you do know. I can see the fear in your eyes.
Lives are on the line.
So, in order to help me decide what you're going to roll,
Yeah.
what is your angle on this? Are you trying to appeal to his better side and ask him for help, or are you sort of implicitly threatening him that like,
No.
you know something, you
Some
better tell me?
intimidation or-
What's the angle?
I think I would go more to try to persuade him.
Okay.
Be like, these people are getting hurt out here. Like, there was just a whole village that was wiped out, and look, we're just trying to help. We want to save some people.
Okay.
And Roland, I know there's more going on to this than just simple bandits. But
And we don't want this to happen to our good friend Angus either.
yeah,
All right, make a persuasion check.
okay. That would be 16.
Okay.
There you go, Juddington.
So Roland still looks afraid,
Yeah.
but he seems to look at both of you considering something. And then he says, if I speak to you about this, I'll need your guarantee of both secrecy and that you will protect me.
I can guarantee that.
Your word.
Yes, my word. I will not say a word to anyone. And if any trouble does come up, we will protect you.
With that, he sort of deflates he sighs and says, he says, I've noticed some strange inconsistencies. Some of the bills of lading coming in and out of the city have not matched the cargo. There are crates coming in from outside the region that are labeled as paper goods, foodstuffs. But it's obvious that the crates are too heavy to be anything like that. They're marked as such, and I'm not allowed to open crates and inspect, but I'm no fool. Those wagons are riding low. They're full of something heavy and metal. It is inconsistent. And they're always heading north. On the way back, some of the wagons contain sacks of dry goods labeled flour, millet, seed. There's no such thing coming out of the north. There's no farmland up there. Those wagons are coming out of the mountains. It's irrational, but the billing matches. The paperwork is sound. I've said nothing up to this point, especially after the disappearance of that clerk. I do my job. I do not put my life on the line for the one guild and tax liability. I'm consistent. I check my boxes. I do my work. I go home or to the bar. I do not want to be involved in any of this.
Thank you, Roland. Do you know who these who ships out these heavy wagons? Is there a name you can point me towards, or anything of that nature?
I am literally putting my life on the line by saying this to you. All I can tell you is it would be wise of you to look at the Copper Still's late night deliveries. I will not say anything else.
Okay. I appreciate that. Keep your head down.
And if you have any trouble, reach out.
Ask about the clerk that disappeared.
Oh yeah.
Where will I don't even know your names.
You never saw us.
Don't come to the inn.
How,
Don't come to the end either.
how would I reach out to you if something happens? How will I know that you're keeping me safe?
We can include the
No.
No.
Well.
You just can't.
You gotta take my word for it.
Oh
When you
shit.
need us, you'll know. That doesn't
I don't know. Where can we point him to?
I don't know, I'm trying to think, like, because my first one was Mikhail, but I don't want to include him as
No.
this. He's already done
Okay.
enough.
ask the lady at the hotel.
Yeah, maybe.
Who she
like
loves
that.
to
Tell him
gossip.
about the elf. If he really needs us, he can go to the elf.
That's what I was just saying.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I don't want to include him more than he's already been, like, included.
It's up to you, Jed. You put your word on it.
You're
Oh,
there.
stumped. Alright.
Yeah, your paladin's
Go to
oath.
the
Alright.
innkeeper.
Alright.
It's pretty serious.
My name is Sir Jugworth Buddington. You can just find me at, do we know what that inn was called?
Yes. It's called the Holiday Inn and Suites. No. It is called the Gilded Lily.
The Gilded Lily?
Mm-hmm.
Just talk to the concierge and give her my name. And,
All right. Very good. This needs to stay quiet, you understand.
yes, of course.
People-
Discretion.
People have disappeared when they looked into this too closely. I'm going to keep my head down and do my job.
That's
if something happens, I will come to the Lily.
Speaking of disappearance, you mentioned a clerk. Do you know any further, like, what happened to that disappearance? Or who they were?
Yes, it's actually quite sad. She was a sweet girl. Mara Dens. She was a clerk working for the Baron. Not a part of the One Guild. She basically handled deliveries for the Stronghold. She's been missing for probably 2 weeks now. And I have no proof, but I knew Mara. We had drinks together from time to time. We were just friends, sadly. She
Sorry.
she was just a little too nosy for her own good. She noticed the same thing that I did, but she couldn't keep her mouth shut. I warned her. You don't stir these things up. But she said she was going to talk to people about it. She was going to get to the bottom of it. She was going to bring it up with her boss. A couple days later, she never showed up for our after-work drink. Nobody had seen her since. No one at the Baron Stronghold will even talk about it. I asked one of the guards, and they told me to shove off.
We have a card we can ask.
I'm not a brave man, so I just left it be. I can't imagine she's still alive.
Well, we thank you for your time.
Very sad.
Yeah, keep your head down. Let us know if you need anything.
All right, get out of my office. I have a lot of paperwork to do.
Of course.
Smell you later.
Okay.
All right, you step out of the office, close the door behind you, and he goes back to his paperwork. Got some new intel.
I like him.
Okay. So it was the late night shipments from that.
Copper still.
Copper still.
Copper stuff.
Mm.
So we gotta let the rest of the team know.
And you find us
Because they were not a part of the
downstairs in
conversation
Mercantile
at all.
Hey.
shopping, and we bought you guys new
New outfits,
Oh yeah, could we have bought
hat,
yeah,
glasses.
We
Sure.
also need like
Each of
other
you have a
clothes
big
for
fuzzy
the
mustache.
performance.
Some like glasses.
Did you
masks.
guys
Sombrero.
Did you guys get new clothes for the performance? Because he said we had to like dress better than we already.
Yeah.
we bought clothes for everybody.
You're fine,
I'm always
You're
fine.
always
I'm
ready.
always performance ready.
Well, shit.
but he definitely implied he was not going to let you in the Baron's manor house dressed in your traveling clothes. So,
Yeah.
shopping.
with shopping episode. So with a small investment, I'm not gonna make you spend a ton of money here, but somebody is gonna need to kick in a single gold piece for this shopping trip, and
You
anybody
only have two. Put your hand down.
Too generous.
anybody who is planning to attend the concert as a part of the band, I want you to describe to me how your character shows up when they're dressed up.
Can
So,
you give an idea of what you
am
wear?
I just the
What's the-
manager or am I the drummer too? I'm still confused as my role.
You're the manager. You are the manager.
Okay.
The backup drummer. If things go wrong. If your drummer gets knocked unconscious while he's singing.
Yeah. Been happening
Well, so
a
like,
lot
what
around
is,
You're
here.
on.
what is your performance? Like, what is
I'm
your?
gonna kick in the gold piece, and I'm just gonna like assign people outfits.
All right.
Like, here's what you
There
wear.
we
Here's
go.
what you wear. Here's what you
Lysander
wear.
is like, your left shark, your
yeah,
right shark.
totally.
Making things happen.
I like it.
Everybody get behind me. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the aesthetic of the show?
So
Now that
the
you have
aes-
background
Glam.
dancers.
the aesthetic is we're going for regal. We're not going for like the everyday you're at the bar just performing. Like we're elevated. We're maybe a lot of jewelry,
Okay.
but it's clearly costume jewelry.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
clearly like accessories.
In an ironic way or in a like we're actually trying way?
In like a we're trying way.
Okay.
Like we want to look good. We're putting an effort. Lots of reds and purples, like royal colors.
Mhm.
Hmm. Yeah.
I feel it. I feel it.
Josh, do you have another one
No. I used to. You want the rest of this one? It's almost full.
There, I have seltzers in there.
There are 2 spotted cows in the fridge if you want a spotted cow.
Old Wisconsin
Smart
staple.
boy.
Yeah. Melissa, can I steal this?
Yeah, absolutely. There's some there.
All right, so you all have
I have a lot of frills.
a lot of lace,
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like
lace
that.
cuffs,
Really
lace,
fast.
lace neck.
Yeah. I'm picturing.
I dig it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you are now equipped. The current state of the party is
Lots of frills.
you have the clothing you need to attend your concert with the Baron. You've checked in with Roland and gotten a little bit of information, and you have a naked unconscious man tied up in your hotel.
Still got to figure out what we're gonna do with
Well,
that.
like,
Well, now I feel
like
like we should
Fiend said though,
interrogate
like,
him.
yeah, I was gonna say, like Fiend said, like, we know someone that might know something.
Yeah, we could get some.
So
Threaten him and get some information out of him.
what I think
I have a whip.
we should do, have you two in the room and interrogate him. None of us
Yeah,
are in there, so he only sees your guys' faces.
Correct.
He's
again.
blindfolded right now. We blindfolded him.
Okay.
We got
You,
ski bass.
But you guys
Yeah.
still are the ones talking.
yeah, you guys can ask him
I got you.
questions and then
Are we fast forwarding to when he awakes then? We got everything accomplished that we want to during the day?
I think
well,
so.
Yeah, I agree.
but then like figure that shit out. Either knock him out again and then hit him with
Yeah.
the sleep potion, or we just gotta make sure he's sleeping.
We only have one sleep potion. We
He
used
said
it.
was
You've got
12
you've got
hours.
you have 12 hours worth of this drug.
So do we question him before we use the drug? Like,
Yeah.
let him wake
Well-
up. He's tied up. Question him a little bit,
Yeah.
and then right when we know we need to go perform, we use the drug.
Yeah. Is it gonna last long enough?
It's 12
Oh,
hours.
we're not gonna be singing for 12
Well,
hours.
I don't know how,
Not.
where we're at
But
in
we're
the day,
killing,
and
like,
what, all of a sudden it was
30s.
12, and now.
It just
You
depends
think-
on when he wakes up initially. Now.
Okay,
If
that's
it's
what I was just at. I mean,
Mhm.
can we go to the room and sit idly until he wakes up?
Yeah, for sure. You
And
don't
then
have
can
to
we have
sit,
a time check when that? When
yeah,
that
you don't have to sit for too long because when you return from the
He's
mercantile
awake.
and come back into your room, you see this man struggling against his bonds
Oh,
and
man.
yelling into the gag, trying to get somebody's attention. Now you've secured him very well, so
Way to
he
go,
did
guys.
not escape, and no one seems to have heard, or if they did, they didn't do anything about it. So you have a conscious, naked, tied up guard in your room, and it's mid-afternoon.
All right, Josh. What's our strategy here for?
Is anybody really good at intimidation?
I got plus
Average.
3.
That's our
Plus
angle,
3. Plus 3.
intimidation.
No. His eyes are closed. I mean, like,
Yeah. Hey,
and
punk.
he's in a very, whatchamacallit
Scared.
mode.
Yeah, yeah,
like he's
Compromised,
fearful.
yeah.
very compromised
Yeah.
mode.
So I'm gonna come in. We're gonna come in, and I'm gonna say, "Be quiet, punk," and I'm gonna slap my whip right next to where he's sitting,
And I'm staying over here just.
All right.
and then I'm gonna look back and go,
We put on deep voice, we put on deep scary voices.
You better use it.
Say-
You better use them now. You better use them now.
Yeah.
"Say we know you have information on what happened to that what was she?
Clerk,
Mara.
the clerk.
That poor clerk.
Mara.
We've been sent by powerful people to get information on that.
Okay.
Tell us what you know, or else we have permission to get rid of you."
All right. Make an intimidation check at advantage.
Let's go.
At advantage.
Yeah.
16 plus what was this? Intimidation.
Intimidation.
19.
Ooh.
Hey. 2 rolls. Give me the best score.
Get that 20.
5.
So 19 will be your best one, and that's very effective. This as soon as he hears your voice and the slap of this whip down next to his head, he tenses up, freezes, stops yelling, and then he hears this little speech of yours, and you see him start to shiver like in terror. And he starts talking, but his mouth is stuffed with a gag, and you.
I remove the gag slowly.
There's a moment where he kind of stretches his jaw out and like moistens his mouth again, and he is crying as he says, "Please, please, I have a family. I don't know anything about the clerk. She's not been seen for some time. Powerful people. What is this? What's happening? I don't understand."
Mara had a family.
Yeah. we know where your family is.
He starts peeing himself again.
God damn it!
Making a mess of someone's bed. There are only 6 beds in here, and you've got him in one, and that bed is now full of pee.
That's your bed.
He continues to sob, and he says, "Truly, I've no idea. I barely encountered the clerk. She didn't. I was just a guard. If anyone knows anything, perhaps Captain Irwin or Sir Hale, but I don't know anything. You've got to believe me." And then he just breaks down into sobs again.
Okay. Should we put him back to sleep?
Should we ask him if he knows about the copper still? If he knows it.
Anything about late night deliveries? Yeah.
What have you seen at the Copper Still?
All right. He says, "The still? I don't know. They make liquor. I don't go down to the still. Sometimes a few of us guards pick up extra coin guarding the evening shipments, but I never take that job. Captain Irwin's got some of his favorites. I'm not involved in that."
Listen, you've done a good job.
We brought some something for you to drink and some food.
Do we?
Are you
I thought
thirsty?
we were saving it.
What are we gonna do with them in the meantime?
Quiet.
What do we do with him in the meantime? What do we do with him when we have to go and perform now? All of a sudden,
I don't know. Same thing that we would do right now.
All right, you jam the
Kill 12 hours.
you jam the gag back in his mouth, and he just quietly sobs in a pool of his own urine on your bed.
Say,
All right,
Oh, yeah.
I can say, if you want to get out of this unharmed and your family unharmed, you're gonna do as I tell you, which is be quiet for the next 12 hours while I sit right next to you.
He is.
I sit right next to you.
He is going to acquiesce to that. Yep, he quiets down as much as he can and just silently sobs.
All right.
Do you
Cool.
at least give him some food or
Can
something?
we say to him, listen, young man, what you're doing today, I know it seems awful, but in the end it will save lives. So we appreciate it.
Pat on the back.
Quiet with noise.
Good job.
Yes. And then we can buy him a meal.
Yep.
Okay.
And then we're just gonna chill for 12 hours
Sure.
Sure,
until showtime.
sure.
Cool.
Does
Alright.
our inn have a bar?
Before sunset.
Oh yeah, your inn has a bar. It's very classy. Think like high-end hotel bar, but small. This is a small place.
how much would it cost to buy a round for everybody?
For your friends or for
Yeah.
everybody who's in the bar?
Everybody that's in the bar.
Don't draw attention.
God.
It's just courteous. It's
In this
hospitality.
place,
This is his character.
a gold
This is his
piece.
character trait.
I would like to offer that.
Ja-
This is his
Yeah.
character trait. This is his character trait.
Sure.
Yeah, it is his character.
I'd like to
So he
offer that
gets
to
it,
everybody.
yeah. He's gonna steal 2 gold by the end of the night.
All right. Cheers to an up and coming town, and to the hospitality that we've been shown so far.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
All right. The waitress comes around with crystal glassware with 2 options. There is an elven rosé wine that she's offering to folks. It's chilled and has a delicious sort of floral bouquet. And then there is also a small crystal snifter of the locally produced liquor that comes from the Copper Still. This is a spirit called Svilt. Svilt is interesting. It is a very high alcohol content liqueur. It has a very strong anise and cherry flavor to it. So it's, think like cherry Twizzlers if they were like absinthe level alcohol. And it is
Like
almost
brandy.
a syrupy consistency, so it sticks to the inside of your mouth like it's a heavy, thick mouthfeel, and the burn is incredible, like clears your sinuses, kind of incredible.
Waters the mouth.
And the way they drink it here in town is they tip an entire shot into their mouths, and then they spit it back into the cup. It's a local custom, but because so much of it clings to your mouth when you put it in there, that you coat your mouth and then you spit what's left back into the cup, and then you repeat the process until it's gone. For those of you that are not locals and have never encountered this before, which is most of you, maybe you could tell me if your character's ever been through Chalceny before or had this experience before. But if it's novel to you, it is something I'd like you to make a Constitution saving throw against to see how you deal with it.
Where's the Constitution? Oh, okay.
So remember that saving throws are different from your ability scores.
Yeah.
Typically a bigger bonus for a saving.
Just wondering.
Yeah. 13?
Let me know if anybody gets lower than a 10.
16.
4.
17.
God damn it!
1.
Oh my god!
So
Yikes.
no,
That spider venom's looking real good right now.
I need that aspirin.
it doesn't harm you in that way. But the three of you that rolled below a 10 respond to this like the teenager taking his first hit off a joint, and you just start hacking. Like the burn is so severe, and you just have never encountered it in quite this clingy way. It's like napalm in the back of your throat. Like I think you inhale a little bit by accident, and then it's just scorching your lungs for the next 30 seconds, and it takes a while to recover. So you're coughing and coughing and coughing. And as you do, a couple of the locals in here, they just get a light chuckle at your expense. They're not rude about it, but they're kind of like,
These guys.
it, clearly from out of town, is sort of the fun. But overall, many of the folks in the bar, and they're not a ton of people, but a few of the other folks who are in the bar kind of give you a thank you toast as they enjoy their own drinks. And you have the goodwill of the bar.
Huzzah.
Another no.
Keep them coming. All right, very good. Anything else you want to do this evening, or would you like to enjoy the benefits of a long rest?
It was an action-packed day. It was
No
fast.
rest.
Is there any benefit to talking to locals? Not as intensely as we were talking to other people, just kind of feeling
Not while
out.
they're tied up.
Yeah, but just like casual drinking conversations of if anything. Hey, we saw
Yeah.
the Copper Still over there. Seems
love
like a
to
great.
Learn more about Captain.
Yeah,
Irwin
this was
and Sir
fantastic.
Hale.
Is there any of this over there, or what do they serve? Is there any benefit to asking that?
You can find
I'd like to
out.
find a cheer. I'd like to look around the room, and spot out just someone who's cheerfully drinking, having a good time, and I would like to approach them with you.
Okay, great.
I'll pull you with me, and just ask and just say, this is fantastic stuff. We saw the Copper Still over there. What kind of alcohol do they provide? Have you been over there? Those kind of questions.
You got it. Why don't you roll a persuasion check as you try to insinuate yourself into their conversation?
Okay.
Hi, my name's Taryn. I bought the drinks. That's what I said. An 11. Oh, what was it? Sorry.
Persuasion.
Persuasion. An 11 plus 4. 15.
Okay, very good. Yeah, they're predisposed to be pleasant to you after buying around, and they invite you to have a seat, and they engage in a little banter. So the people you're talking to are not locals, but they've come through Chalcedony many times because they are traveling merchants. They are, generally speaking, purveyors of raw materials for construction. So they tell you they don't typically travel with their wagons. We have people for that, but we operate an enterprise. And in this particular trip, though, we had a desire to visit some of our local significant customers and do some glad handing, relationship building, that sort of thing. Chalcedony doesn't have much to offer compared to some of the other more metropolitan cities in Fenth, but at least it has the still. I have to say I've developed a taste for Svilt. It's an acquired taste, to be sure, and he kind of chuckles at your earlier coughing fit. And he says, but it does grow on you, and it's nice to get back here from time to time. The air seems cleaner and fresher out here on the frontier, Makes a man feel alive.
Yes. Indeed. So you've been to the still?
Yes. When they used to do the distillery tours, they closed that down, insurance reasons, I suppose.
Of course.
But yes, as a younger man, I would head over and try the latest batches and experimental varietals and all that goodness. It's an interesting process, but I'm not a man of science. I'm more a man of numbers and business and influence and leadership and commerce and success and industry and many other good things that are worth admiring. But yes, indeed I am your kind of guy. That's what many people say. But yes, I haven't been over to the still in quite some time. It seems to be still doing a fine business. They churn out a lot of product.
So you say you're a merchant I was hearing rumors that there's been issues with the traveling caravans going back and forth carrying all these things. Have you experienced anything like that?
Yes, concerning.
Shame.
But these sorts of hazards are a cost of doing business, This is why one carries insurance. You lose a merchant caravan here and there, some employees go missing, a shipment doesn't return, and of course it is disheartening, and the payments to the families can be significant and costly, but in the end, an insurance policy covers much of these costs, and in exchange, uncertain times create volatility, and volatility is also known as opportunity. Yes, you know. I'm sure you know. I can tell you're a man who understands.
I do. So
perhaps
with these,
another round.
Perhaps, yes. My friend has. Were you offering?
Yes.
Oh, of course. My friend has a quench that she needs to fill. So with these hijacking, these robberies, have you heard any details? Like, what's happening to these people? What is it?
Well, mostly slaughter, it seems.
Oh,
yes, it's.
Oh, that can't be good. For
No,
business.
it's crude. It's crude.
It's terrible.
Hardly even considered robberies. I mean, they
really.
Primarily, certainly they take all the goods, but
Oh.
they leave none alive and destroy the wagons. I've heard even slaughtering horses or oxen at times. I'm not
That's
sure
disgusting.
how they take the. Yes, I'm not sure how they take the supplies. Well, oxen are very expensive and difficult to replace. You understand? It's not like there's an employment market for oxen. You need to buy them. So, yes, it's frustrating, certainly.
Terrible. I'm sorry. What was your name again?
Chad.
Chad, you are a good man.
I know.
And a wise man.
Yes.
Has everyone met Chad?
Of course. Yes, my friends call me Chad. Chadworth. of course, Chad.
buddy.
No. Nothing so crass.
I'm gonna gut this man.
A fight ensues.
Roll initiative. Chad, the level 16 monk, steps to you.
Shit.
Creates a fake invitation.
All right. Anything else tonight, or are we off to bed?
Are you just done with Chad?
He's a great man. We shared drinks. We talked. No further questions, Your Honor.
Have we got an idea if there's like a trend to what the bandits are targeting, or is it just like farms here and like shipments there? And we don't really.
So you haven't picked up, you haven't talked to anybody yet who has explained a trend to you. The only trend you've really heard about is the trend of escalation. So months ago, when these bandit attacks started, it seemed that they were just raids on outlying farms. Then the bandits seemed to slowly get better equipped and more organized, which led to them attacking merchant caravans. In most recent history, the bandits have started appearing in very organized groups, large groups, seeming more well-equipped even than the Baron's men, and now are full-on attacking larger settlements. So that seems to be the trend, not so much what they're attacking as if they're going after something specific, but that they are getting better organized, better equipped, and taking on bigger targets.
Okay. And they're just killing everything. They're not like taking over these like settlements or anything.
No, these are hit and run raids, killing everyone, stealing whatever they can carry.
Okay.
Banditry.
Okay.
I'm good to go to sleep.
All right. So heading back up to the room, maybe at different times. Maybe someone's gonna party with Chad for a while or whatever. But eventually, you all head back to your suite. Your captive seems to have passed out from exhaustion in the bed, and you all enjoy a night's rest, as unsettled or not as you may be. In the morning, you still have a captive. He's still tied up. And what do you want to do with yourselves?
What time is the concert supposed to happen?
You were told to arrive at the Baron's Manor at just before sunset.
I'm gonna hang with this guy for a while.
Yeah. To be clear, you do not have to role play this day. So if you guys are just basically like, we're going to keep our heads down and lay low,
Yeah.
we don't have to like talk through the day.
Night.
You can fast forward.
Yeah.
The only question I have is if we want to go to the Copper still, but we could always do that afterwards too.
Will we be able to? Depending on where the night goes.
Yeah.
We could all be in jail.
True.
Either that or like we could be just wanted.
We should also plan what we want to do with your uniform as a guard.
We need to figure that out before like getting into it and then be like, oh. we'll start
I
figuring
feel
this
like
out.
if these guys like Captain Irwin or Sir Hale, which the tied up guy mentioned, work for the stronghold, like our strategy would be to like distract everybody with a concert and then you sneak in as a guard and like talk to people or find the insect scoop or something.
I'm sure they'd be there if it was like a big.
As a reminder, you've met Sir Hale.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was the
he's
guy that
the-
left
yeah.
the steward.
Oh, yeah.
We haven't met Captain Irwin.
That was-
Okay.
But he wouldn't give information
Gotcha.
to us,
Nerve
maybe
and
to a
Hale.
soldier.
Irvin Hale. Okay. I just wrote
Schmoozing soldier.
silver hair.
Do we wanna
half
do
elf man. But yes, that's the thing.
I mean, I could scope out the Copper still while you guys are at the concert. I don't think I can get in.
I think you could now. You're just like an average
I could
Joe.
be a band member. Do you think they'd recognize me?
I mean, it was one guy
I mean,
that saw you.
One guard that
Doesn't
saw you
matter.
like be a super fan, so it wouldn't be out of
Do
place.
we want to use
yeah,
the
but-
super fan thing again for me to sneak in? As a distraction,
Like
or
I
like
ch-
I'm
I run
chasing
in.
after you type of thing.
But then what happens to him?
Yeah, I don't know if that's
We kick him out. I
necessary.
say, get out of
Just
here.
kill him.
I sacrifice for the cause.
worth it.
What do you guys think?
Well, we do know that the copper mill we have to eventually do something with or check out.
Is the copper still a place that you could drink at? Like just go casually and drink at? Or is it more of like
what
a
you heard from
supply
Chad
place?
was that they used to do distillery tours where you could go and drink, but they have since shut that down because of incidents. So you cannot according to Chad, you can't go just drink there anymore. They're just a production facility.
Well, we could go in there and say we're looking to buy some booze.
Then what if we wanted to bring some to the
Yeah.
concert?
Yeah.
And we tell them we're going to
Oh,
perform
we're
for the
performing
Baron.
at
Yeah.
the Barons.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe
great.
send the manager in there.
Mm-hmm.
Do some business.
Do some business.
We got a guy.
Do some business.
All right, you all headed down to the still.
I'm gonna stick with the prisoner,
Okay,
just to
Make
keep
sure
him
the
in line.
funny
Sure.
business.
Yeah.
yell at him every 15 minutes, and slap your wrist down.
I'm still here.
We're playing good cop now. Since he's pretty good.
Okay, good.
We can revert
He's
to
been a good
Back to
boy.
bad cop if we need
Yeah,
to.
just still using the whip, but slightly differently.
Yeah.
All right.
Just rubbing his head with it.
Yeah.
All right, the rest of you head down to the copper still. The still
That's where
is not a huge building. Probably, again, it's 2 stories, but probably a quarter of the size of the Mercantile. But it's a decent-sized production facility. The front of the building is not a storefront. It's more like the entrance to a manufacturing area. So there is a wide set of double doors that open that folks can come in and out of, that you could wheel hand carts in and out of, that sort of thing. Those doors are currently mostly closed. They're open wide enough for a person to walk in and out. And there is a decorative sign over that door that says the copper still. The 2 large copper tanks are partially exposed out of the right side wall. So they're largely interior, but the tops of them are poking out of the building on the right-hand side. And around the left-hand side, there is what looks like sort of a loading dock where wagons can pull up and be unloaded or loaded. And there's another large set of double doors over there that can swing open, much larger than the doors in front. All of it is made of wood, with the exception of the copper vessels, of course. And you don't see a lot of people outside, so it's not a super busy area of town in the morning. Walking up to the front.
Single file line.
All right.
Walking up to the
Oh, I'm not there.
You conga line your way into the building, and as you step in, you see it's not dark in here, but it's dim. There are no exposed flame lights in this building, so the light that's coming in is coming in through some slit windows on the second floor, cracks in the woodwork, and a sort of skylight across the ceiling. Nothing fancy. It's just canvas laid over the top. It looks like waxed canvas to keep the rain off, but it's enough that some sunshine can come through. So you can see fine in here, but it's dim. It's like stepping into a warehouse with the lights off during the day. You see these 2 large copper containers. They extend from about a foot off the floor, where they're supported by metal struts, all the way up to and out of the ceiling. There are big pipes running into the sides of them, and small curly pipes running off in different directions. The construct of the still, for those of you that have not ever encountered a still, looks complex at a glance. You're like, what is this craziness? There are fires going underneath some big copper kettles. There are a few workers dragging sacks of different kinds of grain and other materials, components around, dumping them into some of these kettles. There are stacked up barrels of water along the side of the building. And in total, probably about 6-7 people in this building, just moving around, operating, doing their work. You've stepped into an area that is, there's a countertop sort of isolating you from the work area. Just simple, a board stacked on top of a couple of barrels. And just to the left, there is a shelving unit that is loaded down with bottles of stilt. Some labeled, some larger jugs that are unlabeled. And as you step in, you see a red-bearded dwarf in simple cotton clothing with a big leather apron on down the front of his body. He has a full head of like lion's mane level hair, big time volume, and bright red, just like his beard. And as you step into the room, he turns. He was looking out into the manufacturing area. He turns over his shoulder and says, "Oh, a customer's this early. My kind of folk. What can I do for you?"
I guess this week. So I would say, well, hello, my good friend. I am the manager for the Lysandra Heartfire. We actually have a performance to perform for the Baron tonight, and I was hoping to speak with those who are very knowledgeable with the place to understand what are the best kind of offerings that we might be able to provide to the Baron as a good gift to for him allowing us to play for him tonight as well.
Oh, fancy. Performing for the Baron, you say?
That's true.
Well, he's a man of tastes. I'll say that. And you'll be wanting to make a good impression.
That's true.
I wager. The name's Tank.
Love it.
Tank Fireface. He extends his hand to you. And if you take it, he's got a crushing grip.
I'll take it.
And his skin is hot.
2 points damage.
Yeah, 2 points of bludgeoning damage and 1 point of fire damage. Tank Fireface spreads his arms wide and he says, "This is my little slice of heaven. I haven't set foot back in the Dwarven kingdoms in a good 100 years, but I brought a taste of her with me. And that's what you'll be taking to the Baron. You'll not be wanting any of this swill out here in front of the counter. You come with me, lad. You'll pardon me. You've got the coin, I assume, for the good stuff."
Yeah, I do.
"Very good, then. Come with me. What about your friends, then? Are they involved, or can they stay here?"
Anyone want to help?
I'll come with.
"Great. The rest of you don't touch anything. Okay."
Friend Fiend will come with me.
Very good, very good. He slaps you both on the back and guides you in sort of a winding path through the distillery.
Mm-hmm.
As you step through all this kind of complex machinery and shelving and storage and all this stuff, around the back you see an area, built, a wooden room built inside the warehouse that's clearly like an office. And he walks you to this office and he opens the door and he ushers you inside. There's one window that lets him look out on the manufacturing facility. And as you step into the office, you see it's relatively tidy. There are some piles of paperwork and things like that. Like, it's clearly a working office, but this is a guy who keeps things neat. But above his desk, behind his desk, there is a shelf. And prominently up on that shelf, there are 5 bottles. And these bottles look decidedly different than the bottles out front. They seem to go in order of opulence from left to right. The first bottle looks similar to the ones out front, but it's labeled single barrel. And as they progress, there are added words like reserve and imperial reserve and single bottle imperial reserve select until you get to the bottle on the far end, which is a metal bottle made of a metal that you don't immediately identify. It's not copper, but it is a handcrafted metal bottle, and it is not labeled with anything other than a signature that is carved into the metal. And it has a wax-capped top that has been dripped over the top.
Is there a way to identify what that metal is? Like with some sort of check? Or...
Yeah, make an intelligence check if you'd like.
Okay.
Let's see if you have the knowledge in your brain to look at this and know what it
Where's
is.
intelligence? Is that like one of the bigger
Very-
ones?
very top.
Yeah, just one at the top.
11.
Not sure.
Okay. Fair enough.
It's definitely not gold. It's definitely not copper. It's definitely not silver. The color is somewhere in between gold and silver.
Okay.
But the sheen is strange.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use
You're
an
just not
Arcana
sure.
check? Is it magic?
You can make an Arcana check if you'd like.
Okay.
Go for it.
6.
Yeah, you're not sure. The contents might be magically delicious, but it's hard. You don't see any signs of arcane runes or anything like that on it. So
Fair enough.
if it's magic, it's not obviously magic.
All right. Sorry.
So he sweeps you into his office and he turns and says, "Now down to business. You'll be wanting to make a good impression on the Baron, I imagine. So here's what I can offer you. If you're looking to simply make a statement, I recommend the single barrel select. At 15 gold pieces per bottle, this is a fine gift for a noble visit. You won't embarrass yourself, but you probably won't be offered his daughter's hand in marriage. If you're looking to make a lifelong friend of the Baron, I recommend the solo." And he points to the metal bottle.
Mm-hmm.
She's the only bottle in all of the Creche. I produced her with my own hand. I love her more than my own daughters. She's simply the finest thing I've ever made. And the man who drinks it, I may have to kill afterwards. Because it'll break my heart when she's finally opened. For a mere 950 gold, she can belong to you. Or if you're just looking to check a box and get in the door, you could get a bottle of the single barrel for 5 gold pieces.
You have quite a bit of wealth, don't you? Don't you like?
950.
Sorry, not that one, but
Now,
Could arrange a loan, perhaps?
yeah. Now, you mentioned, what you've crafted and what you've made here, which is all very impressive.
Aye, it is.
Are there any other interests of the Baron that perhaps you might have in your inventory that would, I don't know, gain his favor as well, outside of, say, what you've distilled here?
Let's see. How would you respond to this? What's the tone you're putting on this? What is the message you're trying to send to him? What's the subtext of this?
Just that I'm trying to really impress the Baron. Not that I'm trying to.
I guess what I'm asking is, are you looking at this guy and be like, "Hey, do you also sell drugs?" Or are you looking at this guy and saying, what do you recommend I get? Like,
kind of
because you walked into a distillery and the owner of the distillery was like, "Here's the liquor I sell," and then you're like, "What else you got that the Baron would like?" I'm wondering what the subtext.
Trying to like ask if like he kind of sells drugs.
All right, very good. I'm trying to think what I want you to roll here. Roll a persuasion check. Let's see if you piss him off.
Fair enough.
11. Okay. I think he keeps the professional salesperson smile on his face, but you see that the smile no longer connects to his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, fine jest, lad. We sell booze here. The Baron enjoys some of the finer filth that we produce. If what you're asking is, will he like any of the swill out front? No, that's for the locals. You'll not be making a good impression. But I have these options for just such an occasion, and I'd be happy to sell one to you.
What do you think? Do I go with, since I almost slightly offended him, go with more of like the single gold, which was like the 15, instead of just
How
like
many
the
do you
checking
have?
the box? I've got like 30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't want to break face with the guy, like, and just like mean no offense to him in the sense of like not trying to, and not just be like, oh, okay, well in that sense I'll just go with like the cheapest one that you gave me. If it was like a different, I don't know, outcome, maybe I would have gone with a smaller one. What do you think, Dean? You're there with me. so-
Yeah. I have some. I mean, I can help pay for it
No,
with
it's
you.
fine.
Yeah, I think I would go that route.
My good friend, I meant no offense. I'll definitely take the single gold that you've definitely mentioned would impress and not just check a box for. I unfortunately don't have the means to have the one that you mentioned would perhaps.
It's
Kill
fair,
me.
'tis fair. If I'm honest, lad, I'm not eager to let her go. But you've made a fine choice, If you have the gold on you, I can get this packaged up for you. In fact, and he opens the door for a second and he yells out, Tony! Gift wrap! And a boy comes running, takes the bottle that is handed to him and races off to wrap it up pretty for you. He'll take the 15 gold, and very shortly afterwards, you will have a beautifully gift-wrapped bottle of very high-end spelt. Equivalent in the real world, this is like a bottle of Johnny Blue. This is good stuff.
Good stuff.
It's not like rare
Yeah.
stuff. It's not like hard to find, where collectors are fighting over it online.
Yeah.
But it is like if you walked into a decent liquor store in town and you were like, give me the best one.
Yeah.
It's the one up there. That's what you just bought.
Okay.
The rest of you, while you're hanging out in the front area of the still, anyone who would like to can make a perception check as you sort of look around and observe what's going on.
So I've already paid. Yeah.
Yeah, but while this transaction's happening,
Okay.
we're just going to check in on the group that wasn't in there.
9.
4.
18 plus 22.
22 is very good. So, the two of you, I think, are like looking at the bottles, poking around. There's like some stickers with the logo, and like some things to like some freebies to look at, some totes. And while they're investigating the merch table, you are like casing the joint. You've got a bit of a history. It's sort of automatic for you. You walk into a business and you're like, how would I get in? How would I get out? Where's the most valuable stuff? Where do they hide the goodies? Right? Your brain just is analyzing. And you notice something. What you notice is that this office structure looks a certain way. The wood of the structure matches all the rest of the interior wood, like aging wise. But there's another wall inside here that looks a lot newer. There's clearly been an attempt to distress the wood and age it somewhat so that it doesn't look like brand new construction. And it's not a significant portion of the space, and so it almost looks, you almost wouldn't notice, but there's a part of the interior of this building that is sealed off. And you're pretty confident that a space 50 to 100 square feet of the interior of this is not accessible from the inside. Or at least you don't see any visible entrance. And it has been made to appear as if it's not there. Like this is just part of the structure.
I would like to look at my comrades and just point out the discrepancy in the wood to them subtly.
Okay. All right, so
So
Taryn
I'm
shares this
aware.
intel with you.
Suspicious.
Yeah, whether it's you guys or us with Fireface, can we ask for a more in-depth tour of the place now that we're such good paying customers? And
Sure. Once you
maybe
roll
we
a
distract him and then you guys look around.
roll a persuasion check at advantage.
Okay. I get a good one this time. 14. 13. No, wait. What's 7 plus 4? 11. So that's even worse.
All right, so 14. We could certainly take a quick tour. We don't do the tastings anymore. I'm sorry to say. Our insurance adjusters really came down on that one. Things got a bit wild at a certain point. But the lads are also out there working, so the tour will have to be limited. I can't take you in some of the areas that could be dangerous. I wouldn't want you getting burnt or someone tripping and falling. So, of course, come with me. And he takes you on a tour and shows you the process. And he does a good job of explaining how the distillation works, what ingredients are included, talks about how quickly the bottling process takes place, and he introduces you to a few of the guys who are working in the facility and talks about their job. But your tour never really takes you anywhere near the side of the building where this discrepancy is. He's, whether accidentally or intentionally, is not bringing you close enough to get a good look at that. And there's always good reasons for it, right? You can't be going in that area because it's not safe, or they're trying to load some barrels over there, and eventually you wind up back up front near the merch and your friends. And he claps his hands together and he says, "My friends, it's been great to meet you, and I'm sure you've got a busy day. I've got to get back to the lads. Thank you again for your purchase, and good luck with the Baron. He's a man of tastes, indeed. And so I wish you well." All right, then. And he kind of gives a wave and turns back to his work.
I would like to suggest that while the performance is going on, I do an investigation of that area.
Like outside of it?
A stakeout.
Yeah, some kind of stakeout, like investigation, spying, just to see what's going on.
Who's coming in? Who's going out?
Yeah, because if I can't get it, like, I don't think I'm needed in there, and if I was already spotted, it's not worth the risk to go in there. Yeah, I think there's something to that, and at least I can get some intel to bring back to the group.
Sure.
Okay. All right, you're gonna head back to your room, or you got something else?
What do we
planned?
want to do with you as the
How am I getting in still?
Oh, yeah.
Could you just get in as
Should I
the driver?
escort you guys in?
I feel like
Yeah, maybe.
can't
Just
you
ask the
just walk
car.
right in?
Just say I was tasked with escorting you guys into the.
I don't think it would be suspicious of you to show up for a duty without letting a bunch of strangers in. Then
Okay.
you'd have to
You would
like,
just have to be prepared for someone to be like,
Hey, you're not the
I've
normal
never
guy.
seen-
why aren't you with your group? And then
Yeah.
just be like, I was escorting
Mm-hmm.
these fine travelers, carrying goods that are worth some money that could be robbed at any point.
Yeah. Why don't I escort you guys in?
Okay. Well, do we have time to kill before then? When do we have to be back? 6?
You got most of the day, so
Okay.
we can just fast forward past most
Yeah.
of the day if you don't have things you actively want to do. But I won't stop you from doing things if you're like, well, I've got a to-do list that I want to work through.
No.
Let's get to it.
Well, on our way, I want to stop by the mercantile and just like say hi, what's his name?
Mikhail.
Mikhail. Give him like a little hug. Hope you're doing good today. How's your daughter? Okay, we're gonna go.
Stay.
Okay.
We
Quick,
need
quick.
allies in this city.
Yeah.
we
Sure.
go back to the inn and we change into our our
Mhm.
outfits for the show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Check on the tied up guy. You're there hanging
Yeah,
out with him,
and
so we meet up with you.
The last thing we do before we leave is we give them the sleeping potion.
Okay, very good.
Just putting that out there so we don't.
Yeah.
forget.
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, and then on our way, we stop by their booth.
All right, so arrangements made. You check in with Mikhail. He lets you know that Triss is doing much better. Thanks you again. You
Judd would
get
love to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you get dressed for the concert, make your arrangements, you double check on your prisoner, maybe feed him, clean him up a little bit. He's
Yeah.
probably lying in his own filth at this point, so hopefully you're sort of playing captor and nurse. Like you
Yeah.
gotta mop this guy up.
Ah,
You've really signed on for some interesting
like us.
interesting work.
We're really not that bad.
So as you work on your Stockholm syndrome training, you get ready, you have a little rest, and you get ready to depart. Shortly before sundown, you give this guy his full dose of drugs. He falls into a deep and calm sleep, and you lock up behind you and you head out towards the Baron's manor. As you approach the manor, you see, just like last time, 2 guards posted up at the front gate, the gate open, some guards patrolling up top. The sun is setting behind the manor as you approach. And when you get to the front, the guard on duty gives you a nod, steps back, and gestures. He's been expecting you. And you make your way towards the manor house. Standing out in front of the manor house is a liveried servant, someone that you've not met before. But he gives a slight half bow and he says, "You'll be the entertainment for tonight then? Please, if you'll follow me." And he turns and walks into the manor house. And as soon as he walks escorts you into the main entrance, you see you're in a fairly grand entryway with a double staircase leading up to a second level, a large, beautiful rug in the center, a hanging chandelier with what appears to be magical lights flickering in the candelabras dangling from the chandelier above. It's a very beautiful entryway. Not over the top, not grand. It's not a Trump Tower vibe. But it is like, it's nice. The things that are here are high end, but not ostentatious. There's some nice mirrors and art on the wall. There's some fresh cut flowers and vases on the tables. And as soon as you step into the center, he immediately turns to the right and gestures for you to follow him. And he escorts you into a sitting room. There are comfortable couches. There's a fire on the hearth. And this is a smaller, very comfortable room. Soft carpet beneath your feet. And he asks if anyone would like a drink while you await your performance. There's a small cart with cordials and spilt and other things, and he offers to serve you if anyone would like something while you wait.
Yep.
Take some of that Elvin Rosé.
Certainly that can be arranged. Any other special
Yeah, make
requests?
it 2.
Very good. Very
Maybe
good.
3.
I'll
Alright.
take some spilled.
Excellent. So he meets your needs. There's it's easy access to the things that he's looking for. He serves a round of drinks, and then he steps back and stands in the room right next to the door, just waiting on your needs. If there's anything that you would like, anything you want to do while you're waiting.
I mean, are we all prepared to perform?
Since I'm the agent, is there like a way that I can inspire? Or like as a ranger, am I not able to do so?
You don't have a feat that allows you to give inspiration to others specifically. That'd be a bard trait.
Damn it.
That doesn't mean that you couldn't attempt to inspire your friends in some way. And I'm not adverse to giving out benefits if you roll well on an attempt like that. But you don't have a special ability that allows you to do that.
I'm just gonna get out my jugs and start tuning them.
Right? Excellent.
We're going through warm-ups, yeah.
Okay.
Do another tour.
I do have a related question, which is, how does this work? Lysandra, have you thought through how
Yeah.
these people are involved in your performance? Because up to this point, you're the bard, you perform. You've been a
Right.
solo act for a while, and these are your drinking buddies turned
Right.
adventuring companions. And now all of a sudden you promised a baron that they're part of the show.
Right.
So I'm wondering if Lysandra, prior to this moment, mere moments before the show, if she's put any thought or maybe even prep work in with this group, like back at the hotel.
Yes, we did. We rehearsed Seraphina's interpretive dance that she will be performing
Yeah, all right.
to the song. And the drummer is just keeping the beat. Nothing fancy.
Simple. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The manager's just standing back looking anxious.
Mm-hmm.
And the groupie?
Are you there? No, he's gonna be.
Oh, that's right. You're staking out. You're staking out.
Yeah.
And the guard. Right.
Did I was supposed to escort them in.
Yeah, so speaking of...
Yeah.
Does it still smell like piss?
We washed
little
the
bit.
guards. We washed.
A little bit. Stale piss.
Yeah.
Make a performance check, as you have been trying to pretend to be a guard this whole time.
Really need this one.
Plus 3.
17, 20.
Hey!
I'm coming in like I own that place.
Step aside, Duke.
Yeah, I think actually it's even a little bit the opposite. Like so Duke is a person who's capable of owning a room when he wants to, but I think you demonstrate a skill set to your colleagues here that they may not have seen very often, and you just sort of fade into non-existence. You make yourself so nondescript, everybody can see you, but they don't notice you.
Okay,
You're just
I like that.
part of the landscape. You adopt the mannerisms of a slightly bored guard, and because of that, all the other slightly bored guards just don't even notice that you're here. And certainly no nobles or anybody like that, like you're part of the help. And so, yeah, you just adopt the persona and it works. People believe that you are where you're supposed to be.
Love it.
The long game.
The long game, yeah.
All right. After about 15 minutes or so, there's a light knock on the door. The servant opens it just a hair, and you hear a whispered conversation. And then he closes the door and turns to you and he says, if you are prepared, please follow me. I'll see you to the stage to set up and tune your instruments, perhaps? Very good. This way, please.
Varying levels of water in my different jugs.
He leads you out of the room and through a sort of circuitous hallway that ends in a smallish door. He opens the door, and one at a time you're able to pass through, and you emerge immediately onto a small stage. This small stage is probably only about a foot high, and it's in the corner of a modest dining hall. By modest, I mean modest size. It's fairly opulent, but there is one of those long rich people tables here, right? That seats 25 plus, and it's already been set with beautiful table settings, preset with the finest charcuterie boards and all this. It's all ready to go, right? But the guests are not in here yet. And so the servant turns to you and says, if you need anything, please, I'll be working on final table decorations and set. Please just say the word and I'll bring you anything that you require. The guests should be arriving in the next 20 minutes or so. And then he will leave you to be. He'll head out through a set of swinging double doors that you'll see lead into the kitchens. And he and other servants begin coming in and out periodically as they bring final finishing pieces to the table and just straighten up silverware and make sure everything looks just right. Anything you want to do to prepare?
All right, guys. We should run through this at least once, just so we feel prepared.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
It's session 2. We've been building up to this. I think we're ready. I want you to role play the song. Just kidding. I'm not going to make you do that.
You and me.
That's not happening in the
Not
ballroom.
the
That's
song.
Taryn by himself
Yeah, just
on the rooftop of the
humming to
building
himself.
next to the copper stage.
Yeah.
Just going, we're going boom, boom, boom. He's just humming to himself. Just a bottle of Svilt. All right. You get yourselves set up, jugs arranged, lyre, lute, what's
Lyre.
it? Lyre, tuned. Get yourself all arranged, and it is 15 or 20 minutes later that you see the final candles are lit on the table, and the servants move to position standing along the sides of the room. 2 servants swing open a set of double doors at the far end, and strolling in mid-conversation, you see 8 people, 4 couples that enter the room. The first is quite obviously, to your eyes at least, the Baron and the Baroness. They are dressed in finery that looks very expensive, trimmed in fur, silks, decorative gold and jewels and other things. The Baroness's hair is done up in an elaborate beehive that actually has gold and silver threads woven into it that seem to be helping to hold it up. She is in an elegant silver gown, and by silver I mean metallic silver, like shining in the candle and firelight. Floor length, deep V, and dragging behind her just slightly. And she's in some outrageously tall heels that she is killing. Not an issue. She looks like she could run sprints in these things. Both of them are probably in their early 60s. They are humans, but look to be in good shape. The Baron is dressed to the nines, maybe a little more ostentatious than you would expect, but he looks a little uncomfortable to be dressed this way. At first glance, you've got very high insight. At first glance, you get the impression that maybe she made him wear this, and he's like squirming in it just a little bit. You see some tugging at the whatever. Like this maybe isn't his go-to outfit, but he knows he has to for this occasion. Your immediate vibe from both of them is positive. They come in and move towards their seats, and behind them, the other, what you initially took for couples, the couple right behind them is clearly not a couple. You recognize that very quickly, because the man is Sir Hale, and the woman is someone that you have not met. She's well dressed, but is clearly. She's making it clear with her body language that she is not with Sir Hale. She is dressed in high-end clothing, but it is very businesslike. Think power suit, but like fantasy power suit, right? She has small wireframe glasses. She has her hair up in a tight, aggressively tight bun. It looks painful up here with two very long wooden sort of chopstick style skewers going through the bun, and this sort of tight silhouette pinstripe suit with a skirt that comes down to mid-calf, also in ridiculous heels. And then behind the two of them are two obvious couples, and these are pretty run-of-the-mill merchants, including one that you recognize. It's Chad. Chad and his wife. Yeah, Chad and his wife are the final couple to enter the room. They all come in and take their seats, and their chit chat continues. Just overhearing what they're talking about, it's obvious to you that the Baron is entertaining these somewhat influential merchants as they come through town. He's clearly a regular customer of both of them. Their trade coming through his town is meaningful, and so you get the vibe that this is one of those situations where like it's a business dinner, and sometimes you got to do business dinners, and he's trying his best to be charming, but he'd probably like to be anywhere else. Whereas his wife is much more graceful about this. She's clearly good at this. And you can't tell whether she wants to be here or not because she is delivering on the show, whatever that looks like. She is a very talented hostess and appears to have completely charmed the merchants involved. The only person that looks a little uncomfortable is the woman who is seated across from Sir Hale. He continues to try to engage her in conversation, and she continues to find polite ways to rebuff him. About 10 minutes into the chit chat, the Baron looks over at you and then looks at the servant who escorted you in earlier and gives the servant a nod, and then says, "My friends, I have some surprise to share with you. We have a group of traveling troubadours who have joined us, and they've offered to put on a little performance for our entertainment tonight before we dine. If you please." And he, once again, doesn't look at you, but at his servant, and the servant looks at you and goes, "It's time. This is the signal."
Yeah.
And you begin your performance. So now we're going to make a performance check. And this is going to be a group check. So the way the group check works is Alyssa, as the bard, Lysandra is going to lead the group check. At level 1, you don't have bardic inspiration yet, do you?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Not yet.
So you're going to lead the group check. One of the two of you can decide that your character's job is give Lysandra help. So whoever wants to give the help action, and then the other one of you is going to roll a performance check on your own.
Whatever you want to do.
I'll help.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So that's you're helping.
Yep.
You're dancing all on your own. So the interpretive dance begins. The music kicks in. The jugs rise in a harmony, and I want you to roll at advantage, and I want you to give me a straight performance roll.
17.
15.
18.
Okay, excellent.
Hell yeah.
That is
Let's go.
two successes, quite good successes. So it goes like it went in rehearsal. It goes the way you expected it to go.
Nice.
And as you get more and more into it, the reactions of the table sort of shift over time. The Baron seems immediately delighted. He was surprised there was any entertainment, and then when it turns out to be not crap, he's like, hey, he's happy about it. His wife doesn't have a strong reaction, but she's politely applauding and smiling. Sir Hale seems disinterested. He is not paying attention to what's going on here. but the woman that his attention is focused on seems to enjoy the music. You see her sort of tapping her foot. And the other two couples start less distracted. They seem very focused on trying to have business conversations with the Baron. But midway into the first song, they sort of get pulled away from that and they get caught up in the music. And as the performance continues, you play a 3-song set that the group seems to really like, play for about 15 minutes. And at the end, you get a full-on round of applause from the entire table. Not a standing ovation. The Baron looks like he's about to start getting up, and his wife just puts her hand gently on his leg, and he sits back down. He's delighted. And just as quickly as their round of applause ends, the servants whip into a frenzy and begin delivering course after course after course. And the servant who interacted with you comes quickly over to the stage, and he pulls a curtain across that covers the stage area and asks you to please, as quietly as possible, take down your instruments, and he'll show you out when you're ready.
My friend, we also have a gift for the Baron as well that we wanted to give to him from the distillery in town that we were informed that he would be most interested in.
I see. Most generous. Would you prefer that I deliver the gift to him?
We were hoping to have a little bit of an audience with him, if we could, considering that he seemed to enjoy the performance itself, and have our lead act, Lysandra, perhaps introduce herself to him as well.
Understandable. A moment, if you will. And he slips away out of the curtain. Above the table for a second, let me ask, how late would you all like to play tonight?
I have to go to bed soon.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do you want to pause here, or do you want to play for another 15 minutes? What do you want to do?
I'm open to it.
I'm
Everyone
good.
else?
Whatever works for the group. I mean, if we have to pause
can
here, I'm
pause,
totally
yeah.
fine.
Okay, or like I can take off and just you guys.
No, we can pause.
If we want to pause, we can pause.
We can pause. We can
Yeah,
pause.
don't be nice.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's totally fine.
Yeah.
We're not at like a tense.
Let's just
Yeah.
You have to roll a 15.
Roll a persuasion check.
Yeah, sorry, we're gonna keep playing. Yeah, that was not
let's try and
convincing.
get like a date set up like within the next couple of days to try and just make sure that we stay on top of it, though. Given the holidays and stuff like that coming up, let's just
Oh yeah,
make sure that we try and
Get
do our
something
best to
scheduled.
for the giving of thanks.
All right, so we will we'll pick it up from this moment as the servant heads off to request an audience with the Baron, and we will check in on your stakeouts.
Yeah, what the heck?
As the sun sets behind Taryn.
Woo.
Good job tonight,
Good
everybody.
session, y'all.